Hello, everyone. My name is Osborne. I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday night tonight. Now, you're probably wondering, what is happening right now? Isn't Passion Project usually on after Fast Travel? Well, that is true, typically. However, our wonderful showrunner, Amber Cyprin, is taking some well-deserved time off for the month of May. But don't worry, Passion Project will be back to its regularly scheduled program in June. And of course, before I begin, as always, as I do on my show, I just want to say happy NASCAR Day to all the NASCAR fans out there. It is also National Chocolate Chip Day. So if you want to get a chocolate chip cookie and while you watch this episode right here, please do. And speaking of, this is going to be a wonderful special today because today is the Move Over Mario special. What exactly does that mean? Well, it means we're going to be focusing on characters in the Mario series that are not Mario. As a matter of fact, in the two games that we're going to be seeing tonight, Mario is in them. Like in a character in the game, but we do not play as Mario at all. We're going to be playing as, of course, Luigi, everyone's favorite green brother, and of course Donkey Kong tonight with Donkey Kong Country 2 and Luigi's Mansion. We're going to start with Luigi's Mansion up here first, but before I do, everyone look at this wonderful magic card that I got, the Thought Vessel. It was like $30. I've loved it. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go straight into the first run of the night, y'all, with this wonderful special with an amazing runner that I know very well, my friend Elite Spud, doing Luigi's Mansion NTSC 100% rather than PAL, which is I know is their child, their baby. But here we are with NTSC version instead. So Spud, please take it away.
Hello. You might recognize me from GDQ, GDQ. I can remember what I've done in the past. I've been sick for a long time. My head is not all there. I just got off of a 19-hour plane ride yesterday, the day before. I don't remember. Anyway, we're playing Luigi's Mansion NTSC 100%. I played PAL 100% at GDQ previously. This is kind of like the other side of the coin to this. It is my baby, I would say, more than PAL 100%, because this is what I cut my teeth on with speedrunning. This is my first speedrun. This was the one I played for the most time, and I am very, very due for a PB. Hopefully we see one tonight. We have two other 100% aficionados here on comms.
Aficionado, that's such a strong word. I'm MIT Battery, I'm Autumn. I have played this game, not nearly as much as Spud has, but I love it, and I'm super happy to be here. And Millie.
Hi, I'm Millie. Millie494, happy to be here. Thanks Spud for asking me, and super excited to see this run.
Yeah, no trickery here. We don't have... Last time I was on Hotfix, we had Luigi riding the vacuum. We're just going to be walking around and start... real soon. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck and have fun.
So before I start, I want to immediately shout out our wonderful player, Joven4, who just got, not 2 hours ago, a new world record in not this category. Any percent no out of bounds got its first 53 ever. Minute barrier broken, literally 2 hours ago. Incredible run. People didn't think that was possible. Just the best player at the game. He has every world record in every main category, and he's improved the no out of bounds record twice since obtaining that. So I just can't say anything else other than he's unequivocally the best. I'm not a big fan of no out of bounds because 100% has money, and this is Move Over Mario. Mario's in the game, and in no out of bounds, I'm the best Area 1 speedrunner, by the way.
I believe you.
Self-applied, I'm terrible Area 1. You're not going to find somebody with with an equivalent PB time of mine who's worse at Area 1, I swear. It's hard, okay? Anyway, Move Over Mario. Mario's in this game in no out of bounds. The objective is to rescue Mario, which involves defeating King Boo, beating the game as normal, and 100% you need money as well. And actually, Mario is one of the least important things in the run. Relative to how much time you spend in this mansion, you see Mario for maybe 30 seconds total, and that's generous. We're honestly gonna forget who he is by the end of this.
Yeah, Mario is trapped, but we gotta get rich first. You know what I mean?
So a lot of this money that I'm getting is random.
Yeah, so there's a chance that it will spawn in different parts of the room. So Spud's kind of just going through and checking different spots where more money can spawn. Because by the end of the run, she needs 100 million money for this run to count.
100 million
100
money,
million.
all the portrait ghosts, all of the booze, we hit the credits, Luigi gets a sweet new mansion, and all we remember about Mario is the letter he wrote, the discarded shoe, maybe a hat. I mean, it'll come up.
I got a banana. I'm gonna block the spawn point of this dude for a second with the speedy sucker. I'm gonna get everything at the same time. That banana hit me during iframe, so I was catching a ghost presently, like the speedy was going into the vacuum while the banana peel hit me, and you're completely invincible while a ghost is going into the vacuum, so he eliminated that banana peel without any extra effort.
Yeah, and that wardrobe room is deceivingly very difficult, getting those spawns and those doubles, which Spud did a really great job of.
And like most things in this game, there's always a way to do it faster. This game is a game of inches, and like, you know, the 53 record that was just achieved, absolutely a game of little tiny time saves everywhere, not big tricks, as you might think. There's just so much little optimization in this game, and getting good at it requires so much time to just understand everything.
Yeah, I have to agree with Spud. They describe this as a good, honest speed game a lot of the time, and I feel like the movement optimizations in each of these rooms really speaks to that. Every single time the ghosts spawn in the same place, you have a plan going in, you have a list of adjustments in your head about what to do when certain situations occur, and there are, you know, tricks to make sure that you suck up all of the ghosts really quickly, obviously.
So I did dupe a pearl there. Unfortunately, it was one of the least important ones. We have 5 small pearls, as you can see in the bottom right corner. Normally, you're only supposed to get 4 per portrait ghost, but I duplicated one by collecting it with Luigi's body at the same time that I collected it with the vacuum itself.
Yeah,
Extra
so
50k in the bank.
Yeah, speaking of that 100 million goal, one of the ways is that each of the big pearls is released within the last 10 health of sucking up the ghost, and that's worth $1 million, so duplicating it is pretty important. So as Spud walks around these rooms and checks these other caches for additional money, if she's able to duplicate any of these pearls, it saves the backups later in the run and gives you a money advantage. Basically how it works is Luigi picks up the pearl on the same frame as you suck it up, and so you're sort of a quantum Luigi. So when it checks to see whether or not you've sucked up the pearl or picked it up, it goes, oh, you've done both. That must mean you have 2 of them. And here we have one of the most intense cycle-based fights in the game.
So Chauncey 1 cycle is our our white whale for a while, and then we finally found it, and turns out it's frame perfect. So we're gonna try to do a frame perfect regrab with the right trigger to release the vacuum on the same frame that Chauncey tries to let us go, and then repress it within a frame. It's actually a little more generous than that, but basically it's a frame perfect thing. It sounds more impressive that way, and it's really hard. 30 FPS game.
Yeah,
We have a very reliable audio cue, thankfully, though.
if she gets it, it's like 30 seconds of time save at least.
It was early.
Oh.
Why?
So we get an extra cycle of
Why is this
horses
baby
if we
a
miss
ghost?
this. Not really a big deal, but we do have to sit through all of this. It adds up to about 30 seconds of time save if you do hit it. Oh, left side, because we're getting the weird cycle. The old way we used to do this involved leaving him above 50 HP, but you only lose like 3 seconds for going for this. So if you do know how to do it, it's almost always worth it to just try. Intentional damage. We get iframes, so we can hopefully catch this ball. Almost.
And that's area 1. Yeah.
He was born a baby,
born a ghost.
right?
A baby.
Father and
Yeah.
child.
We were all born babies, I tell you
Were
what.
you born a baby?
You know?
Why is the ghost a baby? Can I ask that? Do we know?
Yeah,
Came out in a
Nintendo's
business
skirting
suit with a
around.
401k.
Nintendo's skirting
You know,
around.
you might
all
have
of
a
the
point
like,
there.
oh no, what happened? No, they were born a ghost. Totally fine. I don't want to know how that works, but
And Chauncey is Lydia, the first two portrait ghosts baby, right? Like Nigel and Lydia.
Yeah. I believe so, because they're like a nuclear family here. We've got the two parents, and then we have Chauncey. And the room next to them, there's a fourth room in that hallway that we'll go back to later. It has two brothers, two twins.
Do you think Nigel or Lydia was the one that put Chauncey's picture up in Chauncey's room? You know?
Nigel only cares about books. Sorry, it's
Yeah, I was
Neville.
gonna say-
Nigel is the pet name because he looks like Nigel.
Yes.
I always get it confused because they call him both of them too often. Now you've irreparably damaged my brain.
4,800 money. We get like a checkpoint every time we complete an area on like our money count up to that point. 4,800 is a really good number. We usually aim for anything above 4 million. 4.8, I should say, not 48.
Oh yeah, I guess I never really did make the connection between Neville and Nigel Thornberry. You're actually very right.
The
As
hardest
I'm looking
easy
at it.
double in the game. Hey!
Nice.
Certainly make it look easy.
Now we're headed to the ballroom, where Spud's gonna show you the awesome 6-piece Shy Guy suck up over here. She's gonna take some intentional damage from or kind of brush past the first ones, and then take some intentional damage from the second.
Let's try that again.
One more time.
It's not a showcase if you'd have to do this multiple times. Unless you have to do this multiple times. There we go.
So that way they all kind of line up together.
Okay.
There's another way you could do this in 3 sets of doubles. But this is faster, obviously, so we gotta do that.
And it's so much cooler, too. It's so worth it. Okay, heads or tails, Millie?
Heads.
Hey!
Yeah!
Calls it. There's a 50% chance that vulnerability happens just slightly sooner. It's called early release, makes this room a little bit faster.
It's about 10 seconds faster if you get the first coin flip, like Spud did just there. Otherwise, you wait 10 more seconds, and then they'll show their heart, and you're able to suck them up.
Is getting the gold frames on every ghost inherently part of 100%?
It is not. It's part of max percent, which is our literal everything. 100% is just getting the A rank while beating the game.
And I heard it. I'm waiting for one of my favorite noises in the game. That tiny little slurp noise is the poster behind that wall, that while Luigi is getting jump scared, it means that we don't need to suck it off in order to go hit the button in order to do the boo release. So when this room lights up, it's going to save Spud that little bit of time.
If I didn't leave the room, this was a really, really good split.
I guess
you did
worth
get early
noting.
release, you know? Like,
Yeah.
even out a little bit.
6 seconds off of gold, that was a really good split.
Yeah.
I think EGAD brings up a really good point in the dialogue right after this, because Luigi is just sitting there in panicked fear, watching all of this go down, has the poltergust, isn't doing anything about it. Like, a little bit his fault, right? Like, a little bit.
He did just release 50 boos into the mansion.
And one of them even has a crown. It's 51.
51.
The king. Luckily, 5 of them, at least 5 of them, are in lit rooms already, because we can only catch boos in lit rooms, and we're gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking. I think there's like 8 available to us. We're gonna go back through that family hallway later, like I said, for the twins. We can get all those boos at the same time, so we're gonna go in here first.
There's a chance to skip the text of the first boo that pops up here. If Spud... Oh. So the boo spawned in the clock, so Spud's not able to do the text skip here. But basically, if Luigi sucks up the cloth at the same time as you suck up a boo, it'll skip this text of EGAD talking to you. Especially this first boo, he talks a lot.
It's always the first one. Doesn't
We don't
matter
wanna-
where it is. It's not that one specifically.
You guys a yapper.
Yeah.
You just want someone to listen.
Why didn't he talk to Mario the first time then?
He did. Mario just zoomed on in before he could give him a Game Boy Horror.
Move over, Mario. Speaking of which, the Game Boy Horror is the thing in the bottom right-hand corner that keeps blinking. You gain the ability to determine where the boos are in the room, and it's a little bit more difficult than it sounds because each of the objects in each of the rooms have a % chance for the boo to be, and then if you hear it move to another piece of furniture, there's also a fake boo, like a boo ball or a boo bomb in every room. You don't know which it is, but the fake one can't move. So when Spud walks into a room, they're trying to figure out where is the boo, and if it moves, where did it move to? And some have higher chances than others. So the more you play the game, the better you are at sensing where the boo is in the room with you.
On a really high level, you memorize what the radar does as soon as you enter a room because you always enter it in the same way. Like, you always go through the door in the exact same position, so the radar is predictable.
Have you tried asking the boos to just like sit still, like politely?
All the time.
So many times. Yeah.
I think the only language they speak is slightly angling the C-stick towards the floor and dragging them a little bit with these R pumps.
True. No, you make a good point.
So every time we go to suck up a boo, we're alternating between the left and right triggers on the GameCube controller to reset the stream. Each of the boos gets about 15 cackles before it moves on, and so more or less we're trying to get 10 HP or more off of the boo each of those pumps and optimally place the boo in the room. There are some that are longer than others, and there are some where you have specific setups in order to try to get it within the one cycle.
Very few of them can't be one-cycled, and some are very difficult to do so, but basically we get 150 HP, thereabouts. I want that.
Yeah, gold mouse.
That's not
Blast.
the fastest way to get that. You have multiple opportunities to get that mouse, and that is one of the slowest times to get it. But I just missed my money in my practice run, so I want that.
Hey Millie, I didn't catch that. What was the name of this room?
This room's called the mirror room, and it's got a big giant mirror all on one side.
Wow,
All
you think-
mirrors in this mansion, normally when you scan them with the Game Boy Horror, it will warp you back to the main lobby, but this one doesn't.
Oh wow, I thought Spud would do that to save time. Why doesn't this room do it?
So, you're gonna see in a second, when Spud lights up this room, we're gonna get our first element medallion, which is gonna be the fire element medallion. And so the game actually wants us to light these candles on either side of the room to be able to unlock the door to get out. It's the first time we have this ability.
Oh wow, that's so cool. So I'll get to see Spud light these candles in just a second then, right?
I mean,
would
theoretically.
One would assume.
Nope.
So that fade out there right on cue. When we're picking up the fire medallion, there's a small window where you're still controlling Luigi, and you back up into it in order to pick it up in between sucking up the boo and when the text starts so that you can reset and keep the item. So you walk back into here, you can light these candles a lot faster. It saves a little bit of time.
Also, it might not have looked like I got, any of the money from that mouse, but if you walk towards a mouse when you catch it, a golden mouse, then you immediately get all of the dollar bills that come out of it.
Hey,
Good
Spud,
candles.
can I ask you a loaded question?
I love loaded questions.
What is the difference between the NTSC and PAL?
PAL is pain, and
Okay.
TSC is easy. So the PAL version is the European and rest of the world that uses the PAL video electrical standard. If you're not in North America or Japan, basically, you got that version, I believe. And they had more development time for that one, so they made it have a proper Hidden Mansion mode. We're using the Hidden Mansion mode here. I can't believe we did. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. I can't believe we didn't talk about that, but the little star in the bottom right corner tells me I'm in Hidden Mansion mode. And that gives me a double powerful vacuum and literally nothing else on the Japanese version. So it's kind of like just super easy mode. But on PAL, it completely changes the game. They have a special Hidden Mansion. Please don't go away, sir. We're fine.
Nice. You do not need to use the flashlight on the portrait ghost, but you can stun them with it. And what Spud was doing there is making sure that the mouse hole was opened, but still had enough time to suck up Shivers before Shivers went back to the location that he was in beforehand. And you'd have to wait about a minute for him to make his way all the way down to the hallway. You'll notice that Spud cleared out the rest of the laundry room in the time that it took for Shivers to walk down to the first place. So you want to make sure that you're hitting that global cycle. And one of my favorite little skips, there's another way that you can avoid the EGAD text, is that if you get sucked into the mouse hole right in between sucking it up and the text appearing, it's just like the other text skip with sucking up the like cloths on tables.
And we'll get to see that one more time on the way out of here.
Nice chest open during that animation. I feel like it's all the little things that really are so good in this run, but it's so hard to call all of them out.
Yeah, this is the most hectic part of the game. There's literally everything happening without any walking in between. Usually there's a lot more walking in between things happening, and you get lots of time to explain it.
Mind you, Mario is still trapped. Well, we got things to do. We got things to do.
We haven't even seen him yet.
There we go. That's the second ghost skip right there. 2 for 2.
We saw his hat.
Yeah, you saw his hat. That's true.
I hate this room. Come on. Ah!
Oh.
But that one's really, really tight because you can't, like, get the cloth off of that rack. It just immediately pulls off. So the one on the table upstairs, I was able to kind of, like, get it ready, and I can't do that for that one. You have to connect the vacuum to it, like, right as the boo goes in the vacuum. I think that one's the hardest one of all of them. There's like 2 more, I think.
Wow, what a beautiful room. I really hope that we hear some water music. Millie, are you a fan of water music?
I am a fan of the water music, and this is my favorite room, actually. So, Melody, this is this ghost, she's gonna play some music for us on the piano, and we have to decide whether, like, what it sounds like.
No, hydrating anyway.
Yep. So your 2 options are either the music sounds like water, or it sounds like Super Mario Bros. 3. So, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a little, like, not really, I mean, it's a little longer, not much. It's also the bottom option, so you have to scroll through the menu. The water is the top option, so it's a little faster.
So we played her game and now we're killing her?
Yep. We're the bad guys.
Villain. Luigi's a villain.
I don't know. I think that if someone was like in the middle of taking a shower or something, I feel a lot worse than if somebody invited me to play a ghost game. Like, if Luigi walked into somebody just minding their own business, taking a shower, and then maybe froze them and sucked them up into the vacuum, I'd feel like there was a much stronger case against him, you know?
Are these boos minding their own business, would you say?
Their boozness?
Their boozness?
Their boozness.
One nice thing that I remember about Spud having ran this game for the past when I was organizing events is one time Root submitted a run towards an event of mine called No Art Pump, and I was wondering if you could tell the class a little bit about that, Root, about that category.
Yeah, so art pumping is the thing I'm doing with the boos to catch them without letting them move. Gem is way up there, I like that. And I think it was found in like 2013, 2012, thereabouts. Kind of revolutionized the game because this game really sucks if the boos are able to move around freely. If you've played this game casually and gotten to Area 3 and 4, especially the attic, it really stinks because there's high HP boos and they just go all over the place. It's even worse in PAL. Art pumping is kind of what people would call the most important piece of tech in this game, aside from maybe sucking up the basic ghosts. And sorry, audio cues everywhere.
And you were like, what if I don't do that?
And yeah, it's like, what if I don't do that? It's like a time capsule, if you will. How the game could have been if nobody had found that tech. Did not dupe. Trying to dupe pearls like I did on that very first one. Basically every time I go into a... Oh, it's in there.
Oh, back in the cloth was brutal.
It was there the first time, and it moved back in there. I can't tell if the fake or the real Boo is in a location based on the radar, or like the cloth had a lump in it, so I knew something was there. And by leaving the room and going back in, the cloth respawned, so I just like, ugh, no winning there. There's always a 50-50 when you look for a Boo.
It's one of my favorite little sections because we're watering this plant in between the next few acts because it's going to give us a big old gem and help us. But what Spud's doing right now is moving to a particular location in order to get our dog friend here right next to the bone, but not quite able to lick it, so that as early as possible, it's vulnerable. And then scanning this in, we get to go to, I think, one of the most terrifying bosses in the game. Maybe even not just for gameplay, I mean just in a worldly sense.
Yeah, the lore behind Bogmire here is very good. He's like a manifestation of the mansion, like the malicious part of the mansion itself.
As a result, he also has the strongest pull. Tied with Petunia, of course, who is the aforementioned woman taking a shower and minding her own business. Are you touching the controller right now, Spud?
No, hands off. We don't touch the controller here. Bad juju.
No controller touching?
So actually,
touch the controller. Go ahead, Millie.
If you're moving the C-stick during this cutscene, it actually changes where Bogmire is going to spawn in the boss fight. So it is do not touch, and it will spawn to the right, close to Luigi.
Any button, actually. Analog stick, R trigger, whatever. There's like one frame of movement when the cutscene transitions over into this cutscene, and Luigi moving means Bogmire's position is based off of a different, like, seed location, because it's based off of where Luigi is looking, facing, standing, everything. Oh, I've not been doing good on Bogmire lately. Get in the vacuum. Whew.
One cycle, I would say pretty good. GG. Difficult
Hogmire.
one cycle. Hogmire, not Slogmire.
Not Slogmire.
So the way that I had one of our resident, you know, the person who actually designed the Poltergeist ride mod that I showcased last time, LM Finish, did some digging in the code to figure out exactly how the ghost breakoffs work. And essentially, the game has a concept of like how many strikes you have against you when you're sucking up a ghost, and if you get too many of those, basically mistakes. If you get too many of those, then the ghost will break off. So if you're countering the ghost's pull with your analog stick perfectly, you'll not get a mistake, and I think eventually there's like a timer that eventually just kicks you off regardless if you just stay on for long enough. But if you don't hit the right angle, so if they're going up and you hit right, that's not the right angle, you're going to get a strike against that. If you continue holding the wrong angle, then the ghost will build up more and more strikes really quickly. So like if you really mess up and like hold directly towards the ghost when they're trying to run in the opposite direction, then you'll immediately break off basically. And the stronger the ghosts pull, I think it builds. It's like no, it's when Luigi's not totally in control. So if he's bending over at all, you're building mistakes essentially. And when you want to stay in control of those really difficult ghosts like Bogmire, it's why it's important to make Luigi stand back up and like fully counter the ghost's pull.
How tall is EGAD? Is he like 2 apples tall?
What's that?
How tall is EGAD? Like 2 apples tall?
2 Luigi heads tall, probably. Yeah.
2 Luigi heads tall.
Does
Almost
Luigi
exactly.
head about
Luigi
an
does
apple?
have a.
Definitely not.
I
His nose is about an apple.
I think Luigi is canonically like 3 apples tall. You know what I mean?
We're about to actually see Mario for the first time.
Who?
Ooh. Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Do I need to play
Yeah,
Mansion Zero?
Luigi's
have some
Mansion Zero is
backstory.
wild. So we have a poll going on in chat as to who is your favorite character being featured tonight. The options are Luigi, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, other, and there are no votes for Diddy Kong or Dixie Kong.
I'm voting for Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong's cool.
17 votes for Luigi.
Best line in the game. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Exclamation point.
Can you translate that? It's in a different language, Millie.
Right. Sorry. ... Exclamation point.
Ah,
It is in Japanese.
thank you.
Yeah,
Wow, a note. I wish I could read.
I wonder what it says.
Unfortunately, Luigi does not know how to read. We have to take that to somebody to figure out what it says. Mario's handwriting is so bad that we have to have somebody read it for us.
Biff was just working out. Working on his arms. Never leg day, though.
Like, this room is really tricky to optimize like perfectly because you're getting pulled in a lot of different directions, like for your objective here. Because I want to be on the right side of the room for the chest here, but not all of the boo locations are over here. So if the boo spawns on the left side, it did not. It's lucky. Then I need to be on the other side of the room. It really stinks. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy charges. That's kind of handy.
So is Luigi like canonically like an upper class citizen? Like, how is he getting all this money? Where did he get this from?
He's stealing it from the rich.
Oh, okay.
He's
From the
like a
rich.
literal king.
But he doesn't give to the poor. He gives to himself, which I guess is giving to the poor. Since he is
Nice.
Absolutely broke.
Shot that through the floor. You come upstairs. The door is just stopping smoldering. No one knows what in the world went on.
Wow, your mouse spawned. That's crazy.
That's what I mean by that, like, cloth being half pulled off. I'm, like, kind of prepping it for the skip I'm about to try.
Ooh, he's on your side.
I think it's up here. Nope. Oh, it's...
Aw.
Dang, don't move. It's probably gonna move. It always moves. 100% is a little different because it's not reliable timing every time, but it's very likely.
Egad, now is not the time.
So all the boos are actually on a cycle, like in the entire mansion of when they move in each room. So when Spud was saying, I hope it doesn't move, the boo can actually switch. Ah, nice
Beautiful.
tech skip.
That's such a rough room for it, too.
Gold. We're gonna do Nana's first. Normally you see people do Petunia first.
I have a good question in chat. Actually, finish what you're saying. What you're saying is more important than the funny question I'm about to ask chat.
Petunia, when you catch Petunia, she kind of drops her pearls in the tub, and we want all the pearls in 100%, and no out of bounds, we don't want all the pearls. So we intentionally leave them there so that they don't... They cause the ones in here to not spawn. Yes, we gambled and we won! I love when that happens.
Gambling works.
Silly question, go.
Yes, I am curious as to what, and of course I want to hear everyone in chat too. What character in the Mario series would you like to see have their own game that does not have their own game yet? Me personally, I would love to see a Waluigi game. I need a Waluigi game desperately.
Yeah.
Waluigi. Daisy's a good one. Birdo would be a killer protagonist too.
I was gonna
This is
say
just-
Birdo. Yeah.
Birdo would be a good protagonist. Speaking of Daisy, like Luigi and Daisy are canonically like in a relationship, and yet Daisy has not appeared in any of the Luigi's Mansion games, which I feel like is a disservice to her character. Can I just
So
say
true.
that?
I never thought about that.
Maybe we need an appearance in like LM4 by time Luigi is like made his millions and become like an international ghost-busting phenomenon, you know?
Exactly. Someone said, give me a shy guy that just stares into the camera.
Imagine like a dry bones. That would be cool.
Someone said Chain Chomp. Gino from SMRPG, that's good. And also Piantissimo from Super Mario Sunshine. These would be niche games. Deep cuts.
Almost like short film territory.
Exactly.
I would watch a Piantissimo short film. I want to know what happened, you know? I want to know how he started all that.
How he
I do think-
crossed the spatial barrier between Ocarina of Time and in Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, worst position.
Oh yeah, that conspiracy theory that like those two are the same people. Yeah, I like that. I like that theory a lot. Is now a good time for me to read out an announcement real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we are going to be going to Germany later this year in August. And so Gamescom GDQ will take place August 28th to 30th in Cologne, Germany, live in person. And so join GDQ's first ever European event by visiting gdq.gg/submit from now to May 17th. That's in 2 days, or visit gamescom.global for more info about the event. That is correct. We will be the greetings from Germany in August. And so please get let your friends know if they're in Europe, if they would like to submit to that event, because having an in-person event in Europe would absolutely be amazing for a lot of people. And so with that being said, back to the game, and also one of my favorite sections of this game. I love this. I love this section so much. It's so pretty.
Astro Hall is very... I imagine like sitting in the mansion and like seeing space. Like, that'd be crazy.
This has to like increase the sell value of this mansion by like at least $1 million by itself, right?
For sure.
This is the equivalent of, does it have a basement?
Exactly. Does it have a hall like this? Does it have an Astro Hall?
Don't mind the broken walls. We didn't need them. It's fine.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a
No.
Well, you don't want to grab it?
Rather not. I know what they taste like.
What does a poison mushroom taste like?
Time loss.
I'm lost. Yeah, yeah,
At
that
least
makes
10
sense.
seconds. So something that we've been seeing Spud do every time she goes from a lit room to a dark room is you'll see whatever element Luigi has in the vacuum. So right now, fire. You'll see a little bit of fire come out of the vacuum. So what you're actually doing in that moment is you're using your element to cancel out the animation of Luigi pulling out his vacuum. Every time he pulls out his vacuum, he kind of just like stumbles for a second, and that's time loss. So by pulling out your element, and you actually do what we call flashlight canceling, you actually save a full second every time Luigi flashlight cancels successfully and does not stumble pulling out his flashlight for going from light to dark.
I don't like the gait on this ghost. The way
Really
he
hard to
walks.
shoot these.
The way he walks bothers me.
Bank shot, worst ghost.
You gotta have back problems to be that kind of guy, you know what I mean?
Nope. I'm
Oh,
trying
I
really
thought
hard
that
for
was
these.
gonna be it for sure.
My timing is heavily off.
Yeah, duping pearls is really finicky and difficult to do. So I feel when I do it, I'm always shocked because I'm like, there's no way that worked. And then most of the time it doesn't, you know?
Very, very feel-based. I think you have to delay your vacuum input from the fire input.
I just say I love seeing mirrors in like older games, like from the like GameCube era onward, because every single time it just looks like it's like a camera of the room and not an actual mirror. It feels like someone's watching you.
Yeah, everything in this game is like, it relies on the camera being in a very predictable location. Like all the shadows are relative to the camera. So if you move the camera around with like debug tools or something, then it gets weird real quick.
Nice.
And the
Purple.
mirrors are kind of the same way. Like if you get the zoom effect in like crowd control or something, oh my goodness, it looks weird. Very sickening.
May I ask, what is your
Friend is
opinion? Oh no! What is your opinion on Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS? If you've played it,
I need to play it. It's on the list. I gotta find a good deal on eBay.
no, it's true. Very true. Have you played Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3?
Yes, I have. 3 is amazing. 2 is... It got remade, but they didn't really change anything in the HD remake, or remaster, whatever it is. It's very much the same game as was on the 3DS, just in, quote-unquote HD with not upscaled textures or models or anything.
Yeah.
It looks fine. It looks really good for, a 3DS game. I think it really, like this game, benefits from the fixed camera angle. Makes it kind of like a racing game because you're only looking at so much at a time. Really easy to increase the visual fidelity without tanking the frame rate. 3 is an amazing game, just a great cozy time. The 3DS remake of this game, I'll call it a remake, is weird and janky and strange, but it has like gyro controls, which is cool, and you can do a lot of cool things with the like the flashlight that you normally can't do. You can like immediately toggle sidestep mode without going in the menu. It's got a lot of quality of life things to it.
And I hear that the 3DS version is more than just like a remaster remake, but there's like new content that's specific to the 3DS version, right?
The thing that I'm most interested when I finally do get a copy is the Hidden Mansion is based off of the PAL version, so it's got that same like extra hard double damage kind of stuff that you're dealing with the different enemy spawns, but they also move the Mario items around, so instead of a Mario item being in here, there's one in the kitchen and there's one in Bank Shot. So you have to do different things for your Hidden Mansion no out of bounds stuff. And the money requirements are totally different from the PAL version even. It's very unique.
Very.
So I'm gonna drop this guy intentionally because I did forget something. I want my money.
Gotta get that money.
I did make sure to get.
Dang, you're robbing him blind. My goodness. He was gonna use that money to pay rent.
That was their allowance from the last 5 years.
You make the twins pay rent?
Hey, if you live in this house, you know how big and expensive this mansion is? Can afford people not paying rent. Look how much money is in it.
So are the booze squatters. They move in immediately after the room lights up?
Yes, they are. They would be
The
squatters.
boo ball.
Hi, boo ball.
Oh yeah, somebody pointed out in the 3DS version, you actually get to play with Luigi, who is in like one of the main pieces of LM3. Luigi debuted in the 3DS remake of this game as the co-op element.
One thing I've never really realized about Luigi's Mansion, and so I have a question: is Luigi just like free to leave at any moment? Like, is he just doing this for the love of the game at this point?
I think he cares about his brother, but it's really not clear from this, now is it?
It's not. As a matter of fact, we're more focused on getting rich than we are saving our brother.
How? Disagree.
Rob.
And he hates
At least we got a
humblers.
short text.
Nice snipe, though.
Like, I understand I was a little far, like, off from prepping it, but I didn't even grab it.
Come on, Luigi. That one was Luigi's fault.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. This game has a lot of weird things that are just like, oh, it's a 3D game, and there's physics, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Ask me about how fun water is to deal with.
Yeah. So I know that Luigi's Mansion, of course, is based in a mansion. Luigi's Mansion 2 has multiple mansions. Luigi's Mansion 3 isn't even a mansion at all. It's a hotel. Where do you think Luigi's Mansion 4 should be set?
Bed and breakfast.
I think Luigi's Mansion 4 should be set on a cruise ship. I think that'd be nice.
That would be really cool. That would be amazing.
cool.
Nintendo, get in touch with Oz.
I got ideas. Ideas.
The ideas.
Oh, we finally get to find out what's in the letter.
Yeah, this ghost
Exactly.
looks very, very scholarly, very literate. You know, maybe she can help us.
Very literate. Yeah, unlike all the other ones.
Oh, you don't think the twins could help us as much, right? I mean, I think they only know how to say.
Neville probably could have, but we have to suck him up to get the letter in the first place. So unfortunately, he can't be bargained with.
You think maybe like EGAD will like reverse it into a little box for us, and we can ask Neville a question before putting him back, or is that bad taste?
I don't know. It's a big ask, you know?
Luigi's saying, Richard in chat saying Luigi's blimp.
In the sky.
I could see a train, like the TTYD mystery train.
Oh.
Maybe we're traveling to different mansions.
Traveling to different mansions. Or is it like an Infinity Train situation? Anyone seen that show? No, just me? Okay. Maybe too niche, I'm sorry. Too niche. But like it's
Heard
just
of it.
yeah, it's just like it's set on a train and every single cart is like a new area, you know?
In my defense, I've been playing one game for 25 years. I need to warm up to new media, you know?
That's fair. That's fair. And it's also there's like not even available on any streaming services anymore. So I don't blame anyone for not having watched it. Honestly, it's a good show though. If anyone has access to it.
I really love when
So
you
Claire-
go back into the lugs room and then he looks over at the chest like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was here. The last portrait goes Clairvoyant that read our letter finally. She's actually has no pull. She's one of the only ghosts in here that doesn't fight. She genuinely is like, yeah, I did my job. Just go ahead and put me in the vacuum. I'm ready. And so she doesn't fight you at all when you suck her up.
Only they all could be so nice.
Gotta water the flower.
Anyone in chat, if it's been approximately 1 act and you've had no water, just make sure that you're en route by getting some water into you before the start of the next act. You have until Bulasis, you know. I will check back in again soon.
Yeah, new drinking game. Every time I pick up water with Luigi, you have to drink water.
I would be so hydrated.
Ice is technically water too, so like, if you have ice water, it can do it twice.
If ice is technically water, then why is it one of the 3 elements that they chose for this game?
Great question.
Blame Socrates or Plato or one of them. Probably their fault.
We implement Earth and it's just spraying all of the dust from the basement all around the house. I feel like that's not really the move, so maybe I rescind that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe that's not what I want, you know?
This game actually has a concept of how much dust is in the room. Basically, when you suck up anything with the vacuum, like you accumulate dust into the vacuum, and it like increments a counter, and then you can blow it back out with the other like, the blow function of the vacuum, and it will stop blowing dust depending on like how much you sucked up. It will like only blow out so much. It's interesting.
Nice double. And I had no idea it even kept track of that. That's so interesting.
Could you like could you suck up all of the dust in a single room? Is that
technically it's just like a 32-bit integer. So if you had a couple like decades, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, that should be the true max percent speedrun. Suck up all of the dust in the game.
Imagine. Oh my gosh.
We do have an all cobwebs run.
All cobwebs is interesting.
I think the rando's gonna try to put that, make that like a randomizable thing.
But the cobwebs are a check?
Yeah, like that one up
That's
there.
funny,
That's
actually.
checked, yeah.
That's funny.
That could be your fire medallion right there.
Maybe that's why Daisy isn't in a game yet. Maybe Luigi's embarrassed and wants to make sure that all of the dust is out of his new place beforehand, you know?
He needs a presentable house.
Yo, what's the squad? Are we pulling up to the... We're interrupting the squad. The squad is not happy with us.
So, this is Bulasis. He's our third boss fight here, like mini-boss, which is actually one giant boo made up of 15 small boos. So they all join together and make one giant boo. And Spud's gonna shoot them all with some ice here, which will freeze them in place, and then into the vacuum.
So is it one boo, or is it like a pluribus situation where they're like all like combined together? Has anyone seen? I'm making references to shows I don't even know if anyone's seen it. I feel like someone in chat has to have seen pluribus, at least. Like, all right.
Grab the ice.
How does the unicorn work? It's a ghost. You can just go through it. No? Interesting. You know what? I'm asking for too much logic.
Well, you see, the unicorn is very pointy, and Bulasis is very balloon-like. Oh,
yeah.
So good. Saved the one cycle.
GG.
Easy peasy.
I'm picky. I had a really good Bulasis before this, so.
Anytime they don't get to reform, I'm happy. Plus, we get a new fancy key.
Yeah. And we get some more cutscenes when Egad presses all those ghosts into portraits that we've been collecting.
Oh, of course. While we're waiting for EGAD here, you mind if I read out another announcement real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. I want to just remind everyone about Juneteenth 2026 coming up, of course, next month. And that is with the Black in a Flash community. Their next event is coming up soon. Black in a Flash presents Juneteenth Class of 2026, airing June 18th through the 21st right here on Hotfix. Check out the schedule with exclamation point in Juneteenth in chat. And of course, the Black in a Flash community as a whole is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black talent in the gaming scene. Use exclamation point BAF in chat to learn more and get involved. The Juneteenth schedule is actually already out, and so please go check that out. It's an amazing event ran by amazing people, and so I'm very excited to see that at the end of June, or in the middle of June. And so if you are excited to see that, please show some love in chat. But yes, back to the game here. How much money do we have now?
Ooh,
142 million?
And 40 million on the practice run, so we're doing pretty good.
I don't think we need to, like, we do even need to save Mario at this point. We can just, like, leave. I would just, like, leave. Because then we're gonna, like, split the money with him. It's just like, come on.
So at the end, there's like kind of money checks to see if you're on money pace for 100%. By the end of Area 3, which Spud just finished, you want to have at least like around 40 million. The check for the Area 2 is around 20 million, and the first one is around 4 million to make us. And this gold diamond, it's worth 20 million.
By itself?
By itself.
By itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Which is why it's so important to go water the flower between each area. So it'll grow up and give you 20 million.
Did you ever think that there was like Did you ever think there was a secret S rank? Or is...
Yes.
Yeah.
There is in 3DS version.
There is an S rank in the 3DS version. That's true. I know.
Yeah, it stinks. They repurposed the A rank in PAL. You cannot get an A rank in normal mansion PAL, but you can in 3DS because they add an extra rank instead.
We're saying just buy a new brother with your money. Someone will be willing to be your brother for that much. That's true.
Yeah. Plus, you can see someone to deal with the grief. You know. How much money do you think it's going to take to fix up this mansion? Like, there's no way this is up to code, right?
No, you gotta bulldoze it and start over. That's what happens.
Aw, but look at how nice this balcony is. I feel like haunted and all. I would be hard pressed to leave it.
I don't know. There's a dead guy in the basement. We probably need to get that like cleaned up.
Like that costs $100 million. You never had a dead guy in your basement.
At least he's like encased in ice.
I don't think anyone should admit that they've had a dead guy in their basement. I think we gotta call authorities a little bit.
He's happy.
He's totally happy.
So when Spud came out here on the balcony, you saw her quickly like pause and actually switch the game over to sidestep mode, because in this part of the mansion with all the lights off, ghosts will spawn everywhere. So basically you need to keep your back to the wall so that way no ghost spawns in front of you. And so being in sidestep makes that a lot easier so Luigi doesn't turn around and spawn ghosts, which scares him and then loses more time.
That was a good room. Didn't even get scared. Could always cheat and hold out the vacuum, but that is not faster. And now we just hope that our uncle is so lively.
So nice today.
It is completely random how much time it takes for Uncle Grimly there to expose his heart, and you are at his mercy waiting in order to finish out this room. So good movement going in, good Grimly RNG.
I don't mean to make you nervous here, Spud, but what's the pace looking like?
Pace? So with that gold I got in the T-room split, I've actually finally gotten below 110, some of best.
Oh, let's
My
go.
PB is a 114. 4 whole minutes in between. And normally in this game, you usually have between like a minute and a half, maybe a little more for 100%, between your sum of best and PB. Most people do. So I should be by all rights PBing tonight. We are...
Do you have a best possible time listed?
Still a 112.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
I believe.
I'm excited to see.
Why did I pull that off?
Let's hope the last 20 minutes of this run treats you well.
Thankfully, all the boos in the last section are super, super chill and kind and not scary at all.
I see a boo with 200 health and I laugh.
So this boo is actually like the hardest to one cycle. It is possible.
Ooh, wait, it was so close. She was so close.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was really good.
So I got like 18 extra damage on that because I normally do 150 without any shenanigans. I did not have that go favorably because I like messed with the clock and everything.
Do you go for King Boo one cycle?
I do not know. That one's really hard.
That is really difficult.
Understandable.
Yeah, the world record strats actually soft block if you try for King Boo one cycle and miss it. There is a safe way to do it though for the like races. Dude,
Pretty much.
get me out of this mansion.
So many mushrooms. You'd almost think you were playing PAL.
It's like a curse. You play it once and then it just follows you around.
I think it
did
thinks that
not
you're cheating on
find-
PAL for NTSC, and that's why it's haunting you.
I didn't find the fake in the breaker room, so I'm gonna have to actually verify if the boo is here.
I guess something that we didn't mention is that there are some actions that will reset the boo to the room that it was in as well. So
Yeah, if I quit the game and go back into the mansion at any point, then the boo will return to where it was at the full HP. So the fact that I went for that one cycle and missed it, and didn't find the fake meant that I needed to know where that boo was, because I do want to save quit later, and I really don't want to do all that damage again.
Luigi runs around so much in Area 3 and 4.
Area
Just
4
taking the scenic
Yeah,
route.
I think he could run faster. You know, I feel like he's not. I don't see a sense of urgency coming from him right now.
Doesn't
could
he
just
know?
Jump on the vacuum. Like,
yeah, well, how
why doesn't he
heavy
just
is
jump
the
on
vacuum? Yeah, just jump on the vacuum. It would save us all time.
Exactly.
It has wheels.
Exactly.
Look at that.
He should at least like kneel on it and then kick off with his other leg or something, right? Like down the hallway. The hallway's super lit up too. There's no hazards.
Exactly.
Lebowski, good to see you.
Like, look at all the light. Look at all the single light source.
If I had bone creatures, I think I'd put them in the courtyard and this room and nowhere else. That's what I would do.
Every double is personalized in this room. It's just, it never goes the same way.
I am interested. What is one thing about Luigi's, or about this run, or maybe about Luigi's Mansion in general, that like you might not usually say in like a typical marathon setting, or you might not really have the time to get into? Anything specific that maybe you would like the audience to know about the game that you normally wouldn't have the time to get into in a normal marathon?
Played it so much. I feel like I've said everything at least once. I'll have to think about that.
No, take your time. Take your time. And if Million Battery have any answers to that question, please.
I'm gonna think on it.
That was
No,
I
I mean,
was
like-
so locked in for a second. I didn't have a brain cell to spare. I was just watching that. I love Clockwork.
Soldier double is hard.
It is.
That is so good. You even did that
Very
on the
nice.
vacuum the last time.
The soldiers, when they pull away from you, they actually like pull in circles. So getting a double when they're both pulling in circles and could possibly be pulling in like opposite circles is like so impressive.
Why are you burning the Shy Guys?
Best.
It's quicker. Fast. Yeah.
Thanks for bumping that guy.
That's fair.
I think if I had to say one thing about Luigi's Mansion runs that are not as obvious, and especially to people that even watch a lot of them, is that every single room and ghost feel different and has different behavior and different strategies. So
Yeah.
to somebody who hasn't played the game a lot, it looks like you walk up to a ghost, you wave the vacuum around a whole bunch, and then it goes into the vacuum. And more or less, that is exactly what happens, right? But if you watch the angle and the movement in each of the rooms, the strategies are different for ghosts that have different patterns, ghosts that have different pull, rooms that are more dangerous than others like Soupies, where your movement is optimized for maybe even other objects in the room and not for the ghost itself. Like, the ghost isn't that difficult, but the room itself is what you're fighting, you know?
Oh, I can only see that for sure. Would you say that like a lot? Is the movement of each individual ghost like RNG, or is it like if you theoretically do the same thing every time, you would theoretically get the same outcome? It's just really precise?
Basically, if it's in this game, it's RNG. Something about it is random. You have to react to everything. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It went over here. I just wanted to go back right. Just go back right.
Come on, Boo. Yeah.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, that
Whopper.
There we go.
That guy. Attic is where 100% runs go to die. It's really, really rough in Attic.
You're playing
It's
it
not
really well
nearly
so
as
far.
bad in No Out of Bounds. I'm on fire! We doing a very slow armory because of that. I don't know how I lost it. I think I just didn't get a refill on rooftop and underestimated how much I had.
Yeah. I think that was it. You didn't pick up another one.
You know, you mentioned
was
max
fine.
percent. I am interested. What is the difference between 100% and max percent? How much more max do we get?
About 42,390,000 gold.
Yeah.
Ooh. 42 million game.
And you have to have
Would you
all
like
the
to get-
gold. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How would you like to get 100% criteria without getting the golden diamonds? That's about how it feels.
Yeah, fair.
And you gotta rescue all the toads. You gotta get all the gold frame portraits. And reach the credits.
Why is it never over here to start?
what?
I swear.
What constitutes as a gold frame portrait? What is all the requirements you need when you're doing a boss fight to do that?
So the ghost portraits, based on how well you do the fight, will come in bronze, silver, or gold. So if you see Spud like one cycle a ghost start to finish and suck it up in one go, that's gold. If you drop it in and it has 4 HP left, that's enough for it to drop the big pearl. Correct me if I'm wrong, that is also a gold portrait, correct?
Yes, if you get the big pearl, you have a gold portrait.
Nice, very nice. Also, very nice job with that boo, bud. That was really good.
Yeah, that one you have just enough HP with normal art pumps. So, but the room is laggy. That room has way too much stuff in it for the GameCube, and the room lags really, really badly. So you want to art pump every 10 HP, not in time intervals. So you need to count the HP and watch the timer or watch the counter extremely closely.
We love Jarvis.
Jarvis did nothing wrong, too.
He just wanted to count
chilling here.
7.
He's just a chill little guy. He's just a chill guy.
Oh my goodness, stop.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of fighting the stage itself, Jarvis, not that hard, but that pot was coming for you.
It was. That was a good dodge.
You in there?
Spud, you might remember, were you at, or did you see, well, I know you weren't at, but did you see a lot of SGDQ 2025? Remember when Jeopardy happened and we were arguing over menus versus parkour games?
Oh yeah, menus and parkour. Luigi can't jump in this game, so...
Okay, but hear me out.
Say it's parkour.
I think that this game is parkour. This is a parkour
Definitely has
game,
to
not a
be.
spreadsheet game. Yeah.
Really? You think this is parkour and not menus?
I think this is parkour. I think that the game is about the slight changes in your control stick every second. I think this is a parkour game. You know, you try to get the double on the clockwork, you try to suck up the twins. It feels like a parkour game. You can have the best plan ever going into here, but the core of the game is really can you R-pump like this? Do you know where the ghosts are and where they're moving to? Can you predict where they're going and optimize and try to drag them along the path? It's a lot of things to be paying attention to at once.
It's true.
I mean, I did hit a kickflip off of the tea room flip switch with Poltergeist Ride, so I feel like that qualifies it as parkour.
Very nice shot on that, boo. Very nice.
Yeah, that was so good.
Boomerang is the worst. That guy is the worst, the actual worst. And this boo moved to a very convenient location, so I'm gonna just knock on that, I think, yeah.
Do you know the names of all 50 boos?
No.
Oh.
They actually changed between the languages. I definitely don't know the Japanese ones, but I know the puns change in French and Italian and German and so on and so forth in the PAL version.
Do you have a favorite boo?
Luigi is pretty good. I'm a fan
Luigi.
of the two that you see in 100%. You can't see their names in Japanese easily, but in English they are Bolivia and Bonita. And both of them have a crush on Luigi, but one of them is like standoffish about it, and the other one is like very much like a tease.
Yeah.
So you have
Partial
which
to
one is
la la.
that? And Bolivia's line is, "I'm Bolivia, I hate you." Queen right there.
Oh, it's kind of like
Look at a pulse.
Beauregard. Which one's Beauregard? Is that
Beauregard is
Biff Boo?
good.
Is Beauregard?
Can't recall. There's the Luigi's Mansion wiki is actually quite well fleshed out for all that kind of little tiny knowledge between the languages.
Yep, I just went there. I see the hanging punching bags. That's Beauregard. Shoutouts to Beauregard.
Also, folks, notice the poll in chat. If you can vote if Luigi's Mansion is a menus game or a parkour game. We'll see what the audience tells us. Right now, parkour is winning. Okay, yeah, parkour is winning.
You have my back, right, chat? I'd never lie to you, ever. Not even today.
And of course, speaking of Luigi, finish what you're saying. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you finish what you're saying. I have an answer to your what do you wish I mentioned more often in runs.
Oh no, I was just gonna segue into like we're reaching like the last 10 minutes of the run, and so I'm interested in what's the lore update at this point, and what can we look forward to in the last 10 minutes. But of course, you can answer that first question I asked you before you get into that.
Mm-hmm. So we've got Van Gore, which is the, if you can read Japanese, the guy that Egad has been telling us about. Every time the boo gets caught, sometimes he gives us a big text. Most often it's about Van Gore. It's the worst text we can get. He's telling us about the penultimate boss ghost in the game, portrait ghost in the game, and then that's followed by... Okay, I almost had a mini heart attack, but I save quit. I did not. So the boo in here is going to be the breaker boo after this guy. Can I one-cycle this dude? We got some really difficult boos coming up, and some really difficult portrait ghosts. Please turn around. Friend?
So this boo is a 300 boo, but you can actually one-cycle it because it is so slow. Spud got kind of unlucky there. Oh!
A little bit.
Oh! Basically, you can turn him around back and forth if you're in front of him or pumping, and then it'll turn and go the other way. But it is really difficult to get that 300. It ran back into Breaker Room, which is going to be a time loss there for sure. But man, that's so unlucky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have not had fortunate luck in the two places that really mattered, the boo in Jarvis's room and that one.
I also feel like the rooms really escalate in this part of the game. Like this arena that I'll call it that we're in right now is a lot different than, Neville's study.
Mm-hmm. This is the dead guy in the basement. Mm-hmm. Weston, he loves it here. He decorated
Nice and chilly. Yeah.
Slide.
I love that. It's like my favorite part of the game. The slide.
Dude, where is this? Thought it was there. Don't move.
For some reason, that reminds me of like the glitch in Super Mario Sunshine, where if you go into first-person mode as you grab a shine, it will then show Mario showing the camera facing away from you, the shine, instead of towards you, which I think is so funny.
I would love to save quit here. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
We have a date in the breaker room.
I think it might have actually still been better to save quit there and try to get the the pipe room boo later.
I never thought about that.
Oh, just at the very end before going into the final door, huh?
Because I'm not confident I actually did 150 damage to that guy. I might have. I don't remember.
I think you only had like 60 left or something. Like it was under 100.
Okay,
Yeah, 97.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a long walk coming up. My answer to the what is something that you don't point out enough is that you wish you say more often in showcases is that this game is a really, really, really good beginner's speed game. The route is like riding a bicycle. Like you literally learn it once and you never forget it. And all the categories have very similar routes as long as you're staying in bounds. Like any percent no out of bounds is very similar to 100%. You just do a little bonus stuff in this one. And the mechanics, like I always say you need to learn like 2 major tricks: is learn how to beat Boolossus without wasting 10 minutes, and learn how to R-pump. And your game, why did I go in here? I don't need the ice. And your life will get immensely better. Casual playthrough, whatever it is. This game just, you have very, very fundamental pieces of tech, or just, EGAD teaches you how to catch ghosts. It's not even really that esoteric. I don't even want to call it tech. It's just strategies. And you're off to the races at that point. It's so easy to pick up, and you just get better in such a smooth learning curve. I think that's the mark of a really good speed game.
Oh, very.
And you also, like, 100% in particular, as you get better, like you feel like you're getting better because the money is in the portrait ghosts. That's really important in your route. If I drop a portrait ghost, I don't get the big pearl. If I don't get the big pearl, my money route is messed up. And as you get more confident when cycling all the portrait ghosts, like Weston in particular and Sue P, second most of all, you get to cut out like really time-wasting gems earlier in the game where you have to go pick up like a red gem or something, and then you can dupe pearls and cut out even more stuff, and like you learn how to get incidental dollar bills everywhere. Like I have $467 bills right now. I end a lot of runs with only 400, and like doing all that on the fly is really, really satisfying because you learn the game. Oh,
nice.
Oh,
and you really feel it pay off in so many ways.
Yeah, like even in this room, there's a plant that I would be watering in the corner if I had the controller, because surely I would have dropped Soupy and West.
Oh, we got it.
Yes.
Yeah, now you
Let's go.
don't need that.
Yeah, we're set for money. We're not getting any altar money. Ooh, where are we going? Because I duped that pearl. We have 19. We're only supposed to have 18 at this point. It's an extra $1 million in the bank. I've completely forgotten that you can boo double these guys. I completely forgot that that's a thing in NTSC. I never clear this room.
Is there a point in like 100% where like you grab enough like money, even if you're not seeing the full total, where you're just like, yeah, I know for a fact that I've gotten enough before leaving the game?
Yeah, in this case, I definitely have enough. 486 bills is like what I'd be looking for on a run that didn't have a dupe, and now I'm like, I have an extra $1 million to work with. I definitely don't need my backup money in the secret altar later. So I'm basically just going turbo mode right now. All I need is the golden diamond from the last boo. And 100%, you'd actually catch all the boos anyway, even if they weren't a requirement in their own right, just for that golden diamond. That's how much time it saves.
What are the money requirements for 100% in PAL?
150 million instead of 100 million. In NTSC, it's 100 million out of 142 million, so it's about 80% of the money. Sorry, 70% of the money. In PAL, it's about 80% of the money. So you not only need to collect more raw, you also need to collect a bigger percentage of what's in the game. So you're kind of scrounging around the corners, like you're really not, you cannot be picky about what you skip in PAL. Whereas in NTSC 100%, I actually think this is a cooler route for most people, because you get to pick and choose what you do and do not get, especially when you get dupes in the equation too. PAL, you can't dupe, they patched that. So in terms of like the on-the-fly routing, this is an unparalleled category for that.
Yeah, the flexibility of the route is one of my favorite parts about 100%.
Player expression through the roof. Like everybody has a different route in this category.
I like that though. I like the having creativity. Is there like an objectively fastest route that people tend to use, or is it? Do you think there's a lot of creativity across the board?
I mean, you're never gonna dupe every pearl, so like people will say I'm going for a 6 dupe route, I'm going for a 7 dupe route at the high level, and if you don't get it, you reset. So it's like you kind of have to at a point you have to just commit to something. But for people like me and everybody who's probably like just not in the top 10, you just say I'm gonna do probably 3 pearls eventually, and it's like you don't sweat it too much. And there's always backup money later in the game. It's a little slow, but if you play out of your mind, you can just like make all that time up, and it's not really that taxing. Our PAL world record for a while had got the gem on the balcony, just because we needed the money, and that's where it was.
Yeah.
All about being creative. It is a little bit of tech with this guy.
The final boo.
because I want to catch that diamond before EGAD calls me.
It's almost like we don't like talking to him.
That was a really good boo.
That was
I
really
really
good.
beat him out the door though. So
I honestly thought you were about to do a full like 1 second one.
I think the theoretical limit of what you can do in this room is probably about 100 HP left.
Yeah, so just like we had a couple saving quits earlier, if Spud's able to pick up this diamond before...
No, not even close. I was way off.
Then you're able
So
to
you
save
can-
and quit instead of... there's a backup in the next room over. You can scan a mirror to get back down, but obviously it's a little faster to save and quit.
We're coming down
headed
the
to the
home
basement.
stretch. Are we finally gonna rescue our brother? Was that what we were doing?
I mean, I'm excited to get the... Oh no, I already got the pipe room boo because the diamond was there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I wouldn't have been able to do if I'd saved the pipe room boo for later. I wouldn't have been able to get the golden diamond in Vanguards. I wouldn't have been able to go for that.
What's her brother's name? I forgot.
I don't know.
If we
I
press
think
the
it's
A
pressed an M.
button,
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I hear, I hear he
Oh,
jumps.
I think he said Wario there. I'm pretty sure it cut me off, but
no. He said, "Merp."
Meh.
map.
Okay, I'm confident I have enough money with 486 bills and
And a
a
dupe.
duped large pearl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip right past everything here.
For sure.
Yeah, there's like an extra blue gem here along with there's some bills and a gold bar as backup, like if you're feeling a little nervous, but yes, but you got it for sure.
So both of the boos going in the worst possible direction they could have gone in Area 4. The two stinky ones is going to prohibit the PB. I think if those two things went right, I would have had a really good chance.
Such a good run though overall.
Yeah, really solid.
Money was great. One last flashy piece of tech I'm going to go for is insta-shots. So Bowser throws spike balls at you, but you can't hit him with the spike balls until he does his next attack where he puts his head close to the ground. In typical Nintendo fashion, you have to wait for the boss to make themselves vulnerable, but we can bypass that. I'm going to get in the corner here and aim right around his shoulder and like the spike on his back, right about... Pretty good.
That's not King Boo. That's Bowser.
Yep.
Text.
Oh no.
One of the main reasons that our pumps... Okay.
Oh, under
Fine.
300. Under
Never mind,
300.
It's not fine, we're 3-cycling.
You got under 300?
He went right close to the Bowser suit. Oh god. Okay, this is just gonna be weird, isn't it? We can 2-cycle this pretty easily, but I dropped the suck-up for a second. And I'm gonna leave him above 200 so the head doesn't go on backwards. And let's see if we can get a freestyle insta-shot here. Let's see if I can make it happen.
I believe.
Right about there. There we go.
Oh,
So good.
styling.
Shot myself.
Oh my gosh. You just wanted those invincibility frames, actually, you know?
Optimal.
Time.
GG.
There we go.
We do have to count the money in Luigi's Mansion 100%. We do have to count the money. Make sure it's a valid 100% run, so you guys gonna yap at us for a little bit. I guess we can do shout-outs. Either of you want to go first?
Battery,
you got
Oh, sorry. Shout out to Spud for having us here. I'm always happy to come in and do commentary. Really enjoy being a part of the team here. And I would say shout out to like the community, the Luigi's Mansion speedrunning community, and Kai has been super awesome for new runners like myself. Like coming in and helping. So Kai runs. Be my shout out for sure.
Yeah,
Battery?
Speaking of the accessibility to new runners, the Luigi's Mansion community is so nice and friendly, and they have a whole lot written down and in little videos and documented. I'm sure any of them would help you out if you wanted to try out the game. Shoutouts to Spud and Millie, obviously. They got me into this. Shoutouts to my wife, Whimsy. An extra special shoutout to LM Finish, both for everything Luigi and especially riding the vacuum. Yeah, still super hype about that.
Yeah, I play lots of video games. I try. It's a little pressed for time these days, but I try to speedrun this game as much as I can. There's a PB on the horizon, a big one for me. I'm going to hopefully get a 112, 111 somewhere in the next couple weeks here. If you're interested in that, give me a follow. And I also am going to submit F-Zero GX for Frost Fatales coming up later this year. A little ways off, but... And yeah, if you think this was cool, we got a lot more.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to Spud and, of course, to Battery and Millie for that amazing run and amazing commentary as well. I just want to let everyone know that we will be right back after a brief break with some more of Move Over Mario. Of course, we do want to say thank you to everyone for supporting Games Done Quick with your subscriptions, the gift stubs, and, of course, the bits that you share. Your contributions help keep shows just like these ones running on our channel. And so if you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. And you can also always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. And of course, share with your friends on YouTube as well. And so please, thank you so much to Spud and Millie and Battery for that amazing run. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed hosting for it. We will be right back with some more Move Over Mario with Ryan Ford, another veteran. Hello, everyone. My name is Osborne, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful night here. If you're tuning in to the night for the first time tonight, and I just wanted to say, you're probably confused as to why Passion Project is not here in this right after Fast Travel. Well, that is because our wonderful showrunner, Amber Cyprin, will be taking some wonderful, well-deserved vacation time this month. But don't worry, they will be back in 4 weeks on June 12th, I believe. I will correct that date if that's wrong. But I will make sure that I correct that real quick. But with that being said, Passion Project will be back for the regularly scheduled program in June, so you don't have to worry about that. But with that being said, we have some specials lined up for you. And this special today is Move Over Mario. We're going to be focusing on characters in the Mario series that aren't Mario himself. And of course, we just saw Luigi's Mansion. Now we got Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, which I always try to mispronounce as Diddy Kong's Quest. And it bothers me deeply. But of course, before I begin, I just want to say Happy National Pizza Party Day. In addition to that, it is also Happy Chocolate Chip Day, just as I said earlier. And so if you have pizza and also chocolate chips, I know some pizza places are still open. You can eat both while you're watching this episode right here. So we're going to go into our final run of the night tonight. And that is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, Beat Mario, parentheses, all DK coins, by Ryan Ford. So please, Ryan, take it away.
All right, hello. Yeah, as introduced, I'm Ryan Ford. Some of y'all probably have seen me on some Hotfix shows and mainline GDQs, but got Donkey Kong Country 2 with, I think this might be the third or fourth time I'm actually running this category for a Hotfix show. Beat Mario, so it's been a long time since the last time, but yeah.
Today, it really takes off of a different vibe today. We're anti-Mario.
Yeah, since we're getting Mario out of the way, so yeah, so I got a goated commentator over here in the back. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, and welcome. My name is Void, and I may have played this game once or twice in the past. I may have ran this game at a GDQ once or twice in the past. Never this category though, but this category is very cool. This is a very unique category in the sense that like amongst all of the DKC2 categories, this one has like a lot of very unique qualities about it that, in my opinion, make it a very interesting run and a very interesting watch. So strap on, gamers.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, I was getting up to turn up my TV volume slightly. It was my remote. I think the battery died. Anyways, but But yeah, boy, do you want to count me down?
All right, in 3, 2, 1, Smurf.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, at the beginning we've got the creme coin sheet. So yeah, hopefully I don't end up resetting by accident due to like grabbing these bananas here.
Yeah, so the creme coin cheat is you have to do a very specific sequence of movements at the start, and if you end up grabbing one of those 2 bananas right in front of Carol's cabin, the cheat will just lose its effect, so you're not going to be able to get the creme coins, alas. But yeah, what that allows us to do is access the Lost World levels without having to complete the bonuses. So normally we would have to do those bonuses that are scattered throughout the run to get the creme coins to be able to pay off Clubba to be able to access the Lost World levels. The Lost World levels do have the DK coins that we seek for this category, and of course it is faster to use this cheat code rather than do all of the bonuses. Doing all the bonuses is reserved for 1 or 2%.
Yep. Mm.
Also, yeah, like we really haven't mentioned what the goal of this category is, but so all DK coins, every stage in this game has 1 DK coin that you have to collect. This one does not count towards percentage, but this is the main goal of this category. So 1 coin per level to a grand total of 40 coins. And for the Lost World levels, they are actually located inside bonuses. So those will be the only bonuses in the run that we'll be doing.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
And yeah. Shoot, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, that trick that I just got with that DK coin. Oh my gosh, I reset so much over that trick.
Yeah. It's a pretty finicky trick, so it's called the Team Throw Super Jump. There will be other instances of Ryan doing that across the run.
The big boy is the other name that we call it.
Mm-hmm.
I am
and
curious.
also occasionally I've had any percent muscle memory and like just forgot to grab that coin too. It's like
Yep.
I am curious. Since this is a Donkey Kong game or Diddy Kong game at this point, why is Mario in this game? Why?
Yeah, okay, so the explanation as to why this category is called Beat Mario is because when you beat this game, you will see a screen, like Cranky will bring you to a screen right before the credits that shows, what is it, like the Video Game Awards or something?
Cranky.
Or Video Game Heroes?
Yeah,
And yeah. Your placement on that podium is based on how many DK coins you have, and Mario is number 1 on that podium, and Mario happens to have 39 DK coins, so beating Mario involves getting all 40 DK coins. And that's the lore.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Also, something.
Oh, that is a classic crow fight right there. Yep.
I gotta
This
be
card does
careful
not seem
to-
nice.
Not to die, I guess.
Yeah, don't die. Alright.
Alright,
Decent
cool.
RNG. Like, that was, what, 2 fakes, I think? But of course, like, you took damage, so
Yeah.
that loses probably, like, more time than, I don't know, like, 4 fakes would have gotten you, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're through.
Yeah, I got 3 for that one. It's like 2 on the
Yeah.
first and then
And
one after.
one thing that is very interesting about both Ryan and Void being here on the couch today. Now, I was going to shout this out, but actually our producer for the night, Richard, pointed out something even more interesting to me. For those that have seen the SGDQ 2026 schedule that just dropped today, Ryan is actually going to be playing this exact game as the opener of the event, not this category, but 102% instead. Meanwhile, Void was the finale of SGDQ 2024 with Super Mario RPG Remake. And so it's very nice to see both kind of bookends here of each of the SGDQs, each of those events here with us here on Hotfix. Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't practiced the warpless version of this level, but because I lost
Yeah.
Nixie, I had to do it as
Pretty
a back-
slick stage to do warpless.
I love this level actually a lot too. But
We got our first Lost World level.
yep, Jungle Jinx. Well, yeah, Void did
So here's the neat thing about the Lost World level. Like I say neat thing, but like it's a peculiar thing about this category and at large, that the Lost World levels in this run are no different than the Lost World levels in a 1 or 2% run, because every Lost World level only has one bonus, and the bonus has the DK coin, and so you just do the level, you do the bonus, and you're out of there. And like the strats are almost identical across the Lost World levels between this category and 1 or 2%. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's convenient for practice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
also, to add to Osmorn's fun facts that he mentioned about 1 or 2%. So Ryan is going to be opening 1 or 2% for this upcoming SGDQ, but my first GDQ run back in 2016 was of 1 or 2%, so that's actually pretty sick.
Yep.
And that will be the first time that 1 or 2% will be featured at a GDQ marathon since my run, actually, in 2016.
That's very nice. And Void, I assume you'll be there in person commentating 102%?
Unfortunately, I have other commitments, so I'm not going to be able to attend the event.
No worries. Life comes, real life comes first.
I will be supporting Ryan, my boy, in from home.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm likely going to be solo on comms for this one, but...
Yeah. Oh, here's a neat thing. This DK coin is the only one in the game that is inside a bonus without being the prize for a said bonus. I remember playing this game casually. This DK coin was really annoying to find. That was the last one that I found. Very well hidden DK coin.
Yeah, as a 5-year-old kid, I thought I was such a genius finding that, because...
Yeah.
Me, my brother, and my childhood friend that was the one that owned the game. Like, we all played two-player together, and then we were trying to find it at his house, and then it's like, what if there's this big
What if? Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also accidentally figured out like the Rambi double jump for Rambi Rumble coming up later.
Oh, really? That's neat.
Yeah, we thought it had to do with the honey on the wall, though, so we didn't know that, like, the actual double jump could just be done anywhere, though.
That's funny.
It's such a silly thought, but...
The lore, yep.
Yeah, I got mind blown, like, 5 years ago when I was watching, So, German person, Tinu, she was doing a blind 102% playthrough, and then, she found the DK coin like in the intended way with that hook, and I was like, "Wait, that's there? Oh my gosh!" So
nice.
Oh my gosh! I only learned.
Yeah, always fun to watch new people play these old games.
Yep. Well,
yeah, so the unfortunate thing about Lava Lagoon is, yeah, the DK coin is right at the end, but you can't use the war barrel to get to the end because the war barrel puts you in that barrel that was right over the target, and then you have no choice but to shoot yourself into the target.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty sad. Alright, you gonna do the thing in this stage?
Yeah, impossible strat.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, Red Hot Ride has a very neat thing, so, okay. You see Rambi apparently flies. That still doesn't make him good, but like here's what's gonna happen. So Ryan's gonna take this beetle, make an invisible object, and boom, he's gonna move the signpost to where the signpost isn't supposed to be, and we're gonna be able to use that to get through the rest of the level with Rambi.
Right,
a good recovery right there.
Yeah, still alive.
Yeah, like we mentioned the Rambi double jumps. Like we make good use of this throughout the stage. But yeah, this speeds up this level considerably. It saves like 30 seconds, I think. Oh, nice, nice one. That's good swag.
Yeah, that loses like 4 seconds, but I always gotta show it off during events.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Rambi goal. But yeah, actually, you covering that whole thing made that like way easier to just like think about what I was doing there. So
yeah.
Yeah. So the flying Rambi, almost
that signpost move with the invisible object. That was initially a either a 1 or 2% strat or a warpless strat, but it can be used in the all DK coins as well, which is neat.
Yep. I actually don't really know how to do the second half without Rambi quickly, like just riding the balloons and stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the alternative would be to grab the warp barrel. You do the warp barrel, and then you complete the level, then you re-enter, and then you go collect the DK coin ASAP, and I think after that you start select.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much slower.
But yeah, the second half is really slow without Rambi, as you mentioned.
Yeah, like half a minute or something. It's like pretty bad, so.
Yep.
Yeah, so you really don't want to die, and you really don't want to grab the midway barrel and then die, like either or, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least I could, if I happened to die in the latter half, I could have just, like, warped out since I, after I got the coin. Since I didn't grab the midway barrel, too. Yeah, this boss, what's I gonna say? This is like, what, the second instance of RNG for the run, but it's like, not that big.
Yeah, it's very minor. Nice lava fly, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, the cannonballs here, like when they, where they spawn, they can land in one of 4 spots, and I think you can lose like up to a second, like for the first 3 second each for the first 3 cycles.
I'm not sure actually. I've always thought that the delta between the best RNG and the worst RNG for this fight was like maybe 2 seconds at most.
Okay, so it might be like half a second.
But yeah, I couldn't say honestly.
Yeah, so it's like a pretty small.
It's relatively negligible in the grand scheme of things, but it is worth noting.
Yeah, it's like I've only heard legends of like one person resetting over bad RNG there, so during runs.
I think I know which person you might be talking about.
Yeah, one of the legendary Japanese runners. But yeah, so we have more...
I should do that strat actually in Barrel Bayou. I never really learned the new small optimizations in this game, but that's one that I should implement.
Oh, for which? Like the jumping in the barrel?
Yeah, like you bounce on the guy and that gives you better height for the double jump into the barrel.
Oh, yeah.
It's very minor, but yeah.
Yeah, if you get it perfectly, you can just like land in the barrel without the double jump, but I almost never get it.
Yeah.
The perfect one.
Makes sense.
So yeah, so I usually just have to... It's pretty reactable, whether you're gonna miss it or not, so...
Yeah, exactly.
And it barely loses time missing it. But yeah, we had to heck Rambi through the sign to get the DK coin, which normally it's if you don't have to get the coin, it's normally faster to dismount off of him.
Yeah, normally in 90% you would just dismount right before the signpost. Save yourself some lag frames.
Yep. Yeah, pretty minor amount, but like... Yeah, I don't know, it feels a little cathartic putting Rambi through the sign. There's a Team Heck Rambi guy over here.
Heck Rambi.
Oh yeah, I saw there was a poll during the Luigi's Mansion run, but I was wondering if we could like put one up for like animal buddies or something.
Yeah, what's your favorite animal buddy in a Mario game? Although that does
Radley the rattlesnake.
Of course. Although
he's a sick one.
That does bring me to a question that I had about side characters that I actually mentioned in the first run. What Mario character in any of the Mario series, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, or whatever, any character that exists in the Mario universe that does not have a game right now that you would like to see have a game? My answer is Waluigi. I would like to see what your answers are.
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about that during the Luigi's Mansion run. Damn, okay.
Mario character that needs its standalone game, basically.
Yeah, I thought Waluigi was a good one as well. Like, but
yeah, it's like the easy one, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's the most obvious.
A lot of people have been clamoring for a Waluigi spin-off game.
Yeah, and wanting him in Smash as well.
Definitely.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and say either Mallow or Geno.
Yo, Geno.
From Super Mario RPG.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking Geno.
Because when you said Waluigi for Smash, I was like, oh well, Geno for Smash.
Yep. I was thinking Gino as well. Like, I really wonder what like the events he went through like before Mario RPG started. Yeah. So I was also like thinking the same thing, but yeah, I wanted you to go first, so it's like kind of funny that.
Yeah,
he also
yeah.
said that. Oh my gosh.
All right, nice.
Yeah. So
So one thing that bothers me about like the subtitle of this game is that it's Diddy's Kong Quest, but then DKC3 is Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Like, this bothers me tremendously, more than it should. Actually, I think.
yep.
It's so the title of this game is actually a pun.
Yeah.
So that's why it's spelled like this. It's not Diddy Kong's Quest. It's Diddy's Conquest, but like Conquest, Conquest.
There's a play on words, Conquest. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I used to say it wrong as a kid a lot, and then
Yeah. I mean, initially, like myself as well, I was like, well, like they got to be wrong. Like, why did they spell it Diddy's Conquest?
I thought so. I would always call it Diddy Kong's Quest growing up, and then when I became like an adult, like around the age of like 2021, I eventually found out that it was Diddy's Conquest, and I thought there was like a Mandela effect where people were just lying to me. I was just like, you're wrong.
Right? Yeah.
You're wrong.
Been lied to your whole life.
Exactly.
oh, that
that's so
makes
good.
sense actually. Yeah, like I was reading the cart like really hard when I borrowed it from my friend, and I was like, wait, it says Diddy's Conquest. What? And then yeah, my brother was like speculating that it was like a play on words back then.
Ryan, do you speedrun any of the other Donkey Kong games? I know Void, you speedrun like every Donkey Kong game under the sun. But I am interested.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Ryan, do you speedrun any other Donkey Kong games, or like what else you would like? What else do you want the chat to know that you speedrun as well?
I haven't run any other Donkey Kong games. I keep saying how I'm gonna learn 1 and 3, and I just keep like procrastinating. Honestly.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing, right? Like I run every Donkey Kong game. Ryan runs every other game but the Donkey Kong games. This game is the exception. Oh, he actually went for the hard jump there at the start of this bonus. That's a hard strat. It saves, I think, a little less than a second. But the trade-off is, if you hit one of the Bs, then you don't really have an easy way to access the bonus again. You have to pretty much restart this stage from the halfway. So, well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. It saves so little, it loses like... Oh my God.
Yeah, 1 million.
Yeah. On the subject of
I like that. I like that you did it for the content.
Yeah.
Oh, you always had to do it for
I'll
the
try
content.
it once.
Always do it. You
Yeah.
gotta throw it for content in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, since we're on the topic of different Donkey Kong games, I am interested, Boyd, as the person who has speedrun every single Donkey Kong game under the sun, is there any Donkey Kong game that you don't think you'd ever speedrun, or maybe even you don't like casually?
Yeah, I guess a cop-out answer here is Donkey Kong 64.
Really? You don't think you'd ever touch
Yeah.
Donkey Kong 64? That's wild.
So I played the game casually. I think that's a great game up until Gloomy Galleon, and then I think the game is kind of poop. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, like your favorite Donkey Kong game is Donkey Kong 64, blah blah, like the unfunny jokes type thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I hate the game, but it's definitely not my favorite.
I can definitely feel like that's a answer that could cause some controversy, only because I know how much people love GK64 randomizer these days. Like it's huge.
Yeah, but the speedrun, the base game and the randomizer to me are two different entities. Because the randomizer is I've tried the randomizer, it's very good. I did really poorly when I played the randomizer, but it doesn't change the fact that I think DK64 is a great game to play as a randomizer. But it's not a game I would speedrun personally.
That is fair. Do you think you'd ever speedrun have you ever speedrun the modern Donkey Kong Country games like Donkey Kong Country Returns and
Yep.
Tropical Freeze?
Yeah, I speedrun Returns, I speedrun Tropical Freeze. I recently picked up Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I was the one who ran Donkey Kong Bonanza actually at GDQ earlier this year.
Yep, for the
So Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Wait, no,
No, it was
no,
not-
no. That was your
Oh, yeah.
RPG run.
It was a bonus game on Friday, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it gets confusing at some point. I understand.
I was like,
Oh,
wait,
here's another cool thing. Okay. So, like, you have to get to this, like, upper section of the level to get the DK coin and Bramble Blast, but getting to the upper section locks you out of getting back to the main section. So, you have to enter the bonus, and then you have to fail the bonus as quickly as possible to be able to get back to the end of the level.
Yep.
So that's another very interesting fact. This category probably probably one of the only categories, if not the only category, where you want to fail bonuses intentionally and as quickly as possible. So yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the only 2 fails that I have to do for the run, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, the one in Cannon's Claim and this one. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of other ones, but then at the same time, I'm like trying to count for this fight. Like, this fight's a snooze fest, but to get a little bit of a quicker hit, I'm counting how many times Dixie bobs up and down after she picks up the TNT barrel. So, yeah, first cycle is 6, second is 4, and then the next 3 is like 2-ish. And then this 4th cycle, it's like 2.5, kind of like you have to delay a little.
Yeah, it's like 6, 4, 2, and then 2.5, 2, and 1.
Yeah. And it loses like at least 10 seconds if you fail any of the cycles. So just in order to save like 20 frames for those like per quick hit that you do. Actually, yeah, my last run I actually did miss 1 cycle because I was just kind of like reading chat a lot. So it's my fault.
Come on. Don't read chat.
I know, right? Similarly, if I'm like talking about numbers too much while trying to count, that also like I'll also sometimes mess it up too. But yeah, usually I'm like more disciplined about just like, you know, not yapping too much while I'm like locking in for that part.
Sometimes you gotta really lock in. I get it.
Yep. Yeah, so the beginning of this level is like it's faster to swap to Diddy, but it's like way harder to squeeze out,
it's
like, what, a second, something like that.
It's very minor. It's a very minor optimization. At this point, I still do it because swag, but like they're like just doing the stage with Dixie. Like you can get really, really good times by just doing the Dixie start in the stage.
Yeah, I think it's like half a second or a second. I actually forgot the number.
I want to say it's half a second. It's pretty minor.
Yeah, it's something small, but then doing it with Dixie's like makes it like significantly easier. So.
Oh yeah, it's comfier.
So yeah, I practice Diddy Hornet a lot, but I'm never confident in runs. Unless the run's already dead, then I'll maybe do it.
Yeah. Just go for it.
Yep. Yeah, like I think in practice I have like a decent like consistency rate, but then I'm just like, oh, what if this is the run where I fail it?
Yeah.
I lose like 5 seconds or something, so always second guess myself. So yeah, kind of a snooze fest for the auto scroller here as well.
Yep. So yeah, we got auto scroller into really hard stage into auto scroller. So like this would be the perfect time to read some donations.
Right?
Yeah. Well, actually, now that you're saying that, I do want to mention, of course, SGDQ, which Ryan will be opening in July. Summer Games Unquick 2026 will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th to July 11th. Visit gdq.gg to learn more or register for the event. You can check it out you can check out the schedule at gdq.gg/schedule. That schedule did come out today. Again, Ryan is opening, and we'll be there in person. So please go check out his run if you will be there as well. I myself will be there. If you are a fan of any of the content here on Hotfix, or you're a fan of my show that I usually do on Mondays, please say hi. And because we love to see all the love for Hotfix, and of course visit the Hotfix table that will be there as well. And so I have a bit of a question for you here, Ryan. I know for a fact you speedrun this game, you speedrun Link's Awakening. You speedrun Super Mario RPG, the original. You speedrun so many different varieties of games, and I am interested. Do you feel like it's like do you ever find yourself having a bit of difficulty like navigating switching between one game or the other, especially because of how diverse and how different each game's movement is and how you manage each game? Like they're completely different styles, you know?
Yes, for sure. The thing I find harder than switching games is like actually running more than one category for the same game.
Really?
Yeah, like I've run like 10 categories for this game, and sometimes I'll just like default to the wrong muscle memory for like, or it's like right muscle memory for the wrong category, and like might kill a run because of it. For example, like a few times, this wrong work that I'm doing right now, I've like gone to Rickety Race right after because like just used to doing that from any percent.
Yeah, from any percent. Oh,
finally got a death.
Classic.
But yeah, for other games though, I feel like if I'm in practice already, then it's like not too bad switching between games, unless if the two of the games have like similar types of muscle memory, like switching between like Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, and Metroid Zero Mission, I think is like difficult for me because
right, like they're all Metroid games, but they all have different physics.
Yeah, and the button layouts are like different too.
Yeah.
No,
despite I'm using the same controller for all three games, so sometimes I'll like like Super Metroid, how you have like two angle buttons, like R and L, like each do angle up and angle down, so I'll like but then holding R toggles missiles in like the other, like the Game Boy Advance games, so
I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll like press the wrong button because of that.
And I am curious here. So we were on the topic of you being the opener earlier. How exactly do you feel about being the opener of the event? You know, because I've hung out with you in person at SGDQ events, and I know for a fact that you like to, you know, practice and make sure that the run is very nice. But like once you're opening, you're done. You're done for the rest of the week. How do you feel about that?
I actually prefer that because I'll while being at the event after, I won't feel guilty about not practicing. So
fair. That's fair, actually.
There you go.
Yeah, compared to like when because I ran Super Metroid for this last AGDQ, and it was like later in the week on like the Thursday, and a lot of people wanted to hang out and stuff, but I was also like, I should practice, and like I only practiced like the night before the run, pretty much.
Fair. You got to get that day zero practice in.
Oh wait, what's the night before? No, sorry, day of the run. My bad.
Yeah, I've had a lot of GDQ runs in the past that have been like either like day 1 or day 2. So like I get done with my run really early in the marathon, and then I can just like hang out for the rest of the events. But like I've also had runs that have been like the Fridays or the Saturdays, and then it's like, how much should I practice while I'm at the event? Like how much practice is gonna matter in a live setting, in like a GDQ setting where there's a crowd and whatnot? So,
no, for sure.
So it's always like interesting to think about.
No, yeah, for sure. I totally get you. I mean, I think each person approaches it a bit differently. I mean, and it's also, it's weird because it's so nice to be put on Friday or Saturday, because typically that's where like the big hitters are, because that's when people mostly are like free and are going to watch more. At the same time, that just means you got to practice more throughout the week, and it might be a little bit stressful. Of course, it's a big pressure, but also a big privilege as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of the other GDQs that I've run for has generally been either Monday or Tuesday, like almost always. So it's usually pretty early for me.
And also, you're gonna be the first one in the playlist, in the YouTube playlist. So you didn't think about that aspect, did you? You're gonna be the first one in the YouTube playlist. People are gonna open up just like, I missed SGDQ this year. What's the first thing I'm gonna see? It's Ryan Ford. It's Ryan Ford playing Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Think of all the traffic that's gonna generate to your Twitch channel.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Hashtag stream big.
Alright, I won't forget y'all when I'm famous.
We say that as if Ryan hasn't done like 5 GDQ runs in the past already.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's been... yeah, I think it is 5, isn't it?
Shoutouts to Ryan's first ever GDQ run. I think it was literally like an 8-minute run of Gimmick.
Yeah, so okay, low key, a lot of people don't know that I also ran Gimmick for if it counts as mainline. Like I ran for SGDQ 2021, but that was back when it was all online from COVID. And then yeah, I ran the same category for my first in-person GDQ as well for 2024 GDQ.
Yeah, you flew across country lines to go play on the stage for like 6 minutes, and it was great.
Yeah, I ran
really
the
good.
longest category, so it was like 10, but
It was a good run. It was a really good run.
yeah, I got a lot of compliments from that run particularly. A lot of European people were like messaging too because it was a early morning run as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 9. It was like 8 or 9 a.m. Like it was.
Yeah,
not
it was pretty
egregiously
decent
early, but it was like kind of early on a weekday.
No, sure, 100%. It was a good run. I remember seeing it in person because I think that was my first in-person one too.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, same. Pretty much. Yeah, GDQ 2024. It's my first in person as well.
Yeah,
I
that
remember
was
we were
my
talking
first
about that
in-person.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It's funny that I like specifically remember being like at the entrance of the showroom.
Yeah,
this was a terrible.
I remember us meeting for
but-
the first time there.
Yep. Yeah, so normally you want to stay on the ground for that bonus and try to roll through some of the Bs.
Yeah, it's an annoying bonus.
But yeah, I just kind of like flubbed my movement. Like, I think I like the third jump I did, and then from there it just kind of snowballed into mistakes. But I probably only lost like half a second compared to like a really good one, so it's not much.
What category would you say of this game you think is most beginner friendly for people to get into?
Commonly people say warpless. Damn, that's a hard call. I think it's between. Well, actually, we have no major glitches now. Like as
We do have a no major glitches category, and that would be my answer.
Yeah, yeah, same because
Personally.
I forgot that category is like
Yeah.
now kind of more mainstream. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. That just gives me an excuse to have more DKC2 on my main show. About glitchless and no major glitches run. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Gives you more excuse to have
Nice.
this game showed off.
yeah, I think
There you go. That's gonna be your next Hotfix appearance, Ryan.
Exactly.
Hotfix run number 16, 17?
it might be something like that.
Yeah.
Something similar for sure.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Yeah, commonly the games for hotfix shows for me, it's been like, yeah, DKC2, Mario RPG, and Link's Awakening DX commonly. Oh, and Super Metroid, kind of more recently too. I forgot about that. But yeah, so earlier we were talking about version differences for this game. There actually is like one for this boss. Since I'm playing on 1.1, King Zing moves faster. So where I'm positioning myself to dodge him is all it's all different compared to like for example, like in SGDQ I'm gonna be playing on 1.0, so King Zing will be moving really slow, so y'all can probably spot the difference when I'm there running for that. And the next boss too, Creepy Crow, also moves faster in this version comparatively. And then yeah, so there are certain tricks and glitches depending on the version that are version specific that make some categories faster playing on 1.1, and yeah, some categories faster by playing on 1.0. Actually, the optimal route for this is the 1.0 route, but if you want to make Castle Crush like a bajillion times harder, it's to save.
Reason number 12 that this category is actually really interesting to play and to watch is like there are significant differences between the 1.0 and the 1.1 route. 1.0, like Ryan said, would be optimal, but there is a very hard strat in Castle Crush that you have to do called Castle Climb, which is probably the hardest strat in the game. Like execution-wise, very difficult strats, and Yeah, some people just really don't want to bother with that, so it's a lot more chill to run on 1.1 as a result.
Yeah, and because of playing 1.0, you don't get to do like the wrong warps, like the one that I did in Crockhead, and
Yep.
And is there any more? Oh, I guess in Castle Crush actually there's a wrong warp that we're gonna do and beat the level and we're gonna do the level in 2 visits as well. Like first with the wrong warp and then second visit. So that's gonna be pretty different as well. And oh, also version difference for this level coming up later. There's like a section with like a kind of slow straightaway where I'm gonna be jumping over 1B, and in the US version there's like 2 B's there, so it's like a pretty minor difference, but
yeah, extremely minor.
And then there's one other. Oh yeah, I guess Windy Well. Oh wait, no, actually no, because I'm playing on 1.1, it actually doesn't matter for language for that one. If it was 1.0 English, it'd be slower, but for 1.1 in either language is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bee. There's like
that bee's hitbox somehow is gigantic.
Yeah, so everyone gets hit by it, even though it's supposed to be easier. Easier because there's one less bee there. But I love pointing that out every time, though. And yeah, fortunately, also what I like about this category is that you don't have to do, due to having to get the DK coin in like most of the levels, we don't have to do the impossible wrong warps like Gusty Glade, like the next level.
Oh yeah.
Web Woods, Ramby Rumble back in World 4. It was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate that wrong warp.
Haven't tried learning it, but it looks so miserable, honestly.
It's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, like at some point I'm gonna try to get around to it, but I'd like to try and get like a 38 first before.
Yeah.
In any percent.
Feels like I've done nothing but practice that wrong warp for 4 months straight, and I'm still bad at it. You know what I mean? Like, I got back from GDQ earlier this year, started playing DKC2 again, and Ramby Rumble wrong warp was the like big trick that I had left to learn, and yeah, just every single day that I'm doing runs, before I do runs, I practice that trick like maybe for an hour, and it's still not enough.
Yeah, yeah, so like I guess so like TLDR on that wrong warp. So like back in Crockhead when I threw Dixie into the Cutlass, so there's like a property where like when the Cutlass is raising his swords and you're like getting shot out of a barrel, that it causes like the wrong warp effect to happen. But you also have to do that in Ramby Rumble, but you have to like lure the Cutlass like really far down the area.
Yep.
And same with Web Woods as well. It's like
yeah, you have to do a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah, like I learned about like half of the Web Woods wrong warp so far, but I haven't gotten back to it yet because I started running other games.
Yeah.
Other games.
The one in Web Woods is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like too miserable comparatively.
Yeah, no.
Alright, that was a good stage. My new PB, I lost a lot of time on that level because I got hit really early and had to take some of those purple parrots in the first half of the level. Yeah. It might have actually been faster to just die, like for how much time I lost. So
yeah, so I know we're just talking about the Web Woods wrong warp, but not in this category. We need the DK coin, and it turns out that the DK coin in Web Woods is on the target. So you saw earlier this run, there was a DK coin on the target in Mudhole Marsh.
Yep.
The one in Mudhole Marsh is pretty fine, pretty safe, pretty consistent to get. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The classic jump scare. But yeah, so the one in this stage, it's a lot trickier. It's a lot trickier to get because the window to be able to get it, like you have to shoot yourself out of a barrel, and the window is pretty small. It only stays on screen for a handful of frames before going into the next cycle.
Yeah. The devs knew what they were doing, because
Yeah,
everyone
they sure
hates this
did.
level.
Let's make the hardest level in the game even harder, type thing.
Yep. Yeah, they like tease you right at the end with it too. It's like, there's this quick DK coin. You better play this level again. That was probably miserable for you.
Yep.
Yeah, this level's not as bad like in speedruns due to the what's it called, like the instant webs that I'm doing. Basically pressing both two web buttons at the same time. So for me, I just press both R and L.
Yep.
You can use A instead of one of those two buttons as well.
Yeah.
You press both.
You will get judged, but you can do A and a shoulder button.
Yeah.
There you go.
DK coin shows up for. So there was a video of a guy complaining about Web Woods being the worst level in video game history, and he said that it shows up for 11 frames. I actually don't know if that's accurate.
I think, yeah, I think it's 11 frames.
Yeah, so it's very, very small. Also, oh my gosh, I got hit. That jump to hit that live bird is like way harder as Dixie than as Diddy.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, yeah.
I gotta not die, I guess. Okay, there
Yep,
we go.
don't die.
Yeah, so another instance of RNG is this fight. So where the barrel spawns can be either on the middle, left side, or right side. Getting left on the second cycle is the worst out of all three, which I just got now. So yeah, I think if you're optimal with movement, I think it loses like 2 seconds if you get a left spawn on that cycle. The first cycle you want to get middle, and then for the last 2 cycles you want right side for both. And yeah, so I beat the Never.
Oh no, you died. Never mind. They're classic. I love doing that. Every single time I have the opportunity to show this this thing off in runs, I do it.
Yeah, since I coincidentally lost Diddy, I was like, okay, well, I get to show this off, I guess. So,
Yeah, my man.
yeah, so I didn't intend to actually get hit as Diddy.
Hey, just being able to show off more stuff is amazing. Honestly,
right?
there's always a silver lining.
Fortunately, that pufferfish. So there actually is like a second one. When that pufferfish exploded, there's like a second one that's supposed to spawn in like the path I just like swam up. But if you move well enough, you can like cause it to kind of despawn. Well, I guess it's more technical than that. It's like the water's rising, and like if you spawn it at a certain point when the water's rising, it just like makes the pufferfish like fly up like infinitely, but you don't see it on screen because it spawns before you can like actually visibly see it. And yeah, reason I swam down to the bottom there. So if I just hit the goal underwater, I would have gotten a fanfare. So and the fanfare depends on like the game checking like where you're where it's kind of like it kind of like updates where your height last was, and like when you're in the water it like doesn't update like update properly. So even if you swim to the ground and then like swim onto it, then the game thinks you're like higher, hitting it from higher up.
Yep.
So I had to like disable that flag by like touching the ground and then like jumping out of the water and like touching the ground from up there. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, there's like another instance of like Screech's sprint where you can do like a fanfare skip there, which I think it might be slower in this category. Not too sure. So I never do it in this run.
Yeah.
Yeah, due to getting the DK coin, it causes you to have to do like extra stuff to update your height, and I think it either might be slower or maybe it's like slower if you're just not optimal. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna shoot one extra web just to be careful here because I've died enough in this run. So
Yeah, exactly. No
this level's
worries.
really long too.
But you're still making it look easy.
Yeah, this run's going pretty well overall, though.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I did happen to.
Oh, dude, you did it fast.
Oh my gosh, that was a bad movement.
That's really risky.
Yeah, that's not even how I normally do the movement too. I just like did a backup on reaction. It's like,
yeah,
I'm actually surprised I got that skip. Which, I forget how much time that saves. I think it's 3 seconds for if you avoid that transformation.
Yeah. So like the strat that I do for this barrel skip is I normally like line myself up with a plank and then I do a flap and then I just start holding right after that. So like usually it makes it more consistent, but like the way you did it was very all gas no brakes.
The yellow.
So that's pretty crazy that you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my consistency is like decent on the YOLO strat, but
yeah, I'd never seen it before, so yeah.
But yeah, now that I said that, I bet I'm gonna fail it at SGDQ. Watch.
Whoa, we can't jinx ourselves this early. We still got 2 months.
Yeah.
Like
True. That's a lot of practice time. So
2 months, that's almost 2 years.
Yep. Right. So yeah, normally there's a more optimal strat here called Diddy Windy, where kind of do another like one of those big boys, like the team throw super jump, to kind of like skip up like higher in the beginning to save 3 seconds, but I didn't swap to Diddy at the end of Arctic Abyss, so yeah, so I didn't bother. Yeah, also on the thought of SGDQ, yeah, so I'm gonna buy my flights soon, so finally secured the funds, so yeah, so should be there for the whole event. So if any of y'all are going, yeah, definitely feel free to say hi. I won't bite, I promise. But yeah, so I was almost mentioning here, so when I did that damage boost, how I was saying how English 1.0, the camera won't scroll up if you do that damage boost there, and you're basically soft locked, or well, there's a cutlass there, you can just like die off of it.
Yeah, you could die on the cutlass, but if you kill the cutlass, then it's a soft lock, and I've had that happen before.
Oh my god.
I scienced it for content, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. So yeah, that means if you don't know about the dev exit code, which is kind of a new finding for the community, then I used it once actually in a Bramble Scramble earlier, after I got the DK coin on the second visit, because when you wrong warp out of a level, the state of the level isn't considered beaten, even though it lets you move on to the next level. So then, so you can't do like the start and select to like normally exit. So for Bramble Scramble, I had to do the dev code, which is like pause the game and then you press like. Actually, I'll talk about the inputs later.
Oh no! Yeah, a little too early.
Oh my gosh, I always fail this in marathons now.
The curse. It's the commentator's curse.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna get it though. But yeah, so you have to press. So I did the dev exit code there when I failed it as well, which the community has decided to allow it for like every category. Which yeah, you press Actually, again, I'll talk about it after, or if Void wants to cover the code, either or.
Cover what now? Sorry.
Oh, how to do the dev exit code.
Oh, yeah. So, dev exit is okay. So there is a cheat code. It's more like it's akin to a debug menu in my opinion. But so there is like a debug code that you can do at any point in any level. Essentially, you pause the game and then you do it, and that allows you to leave any level at any time really that you want, so long as you can pause the game. You don't even need to have the level completed. So that was like a relatively recent discovery. So it saves time in a handful of places. But
I do love it when
I don't know, like I know that there was discussion in the community a little while ago about like whether we should allow that. Like it's the way I've always seen it is like it's fine if it skips like kind of like an intentional death for like routing purposes, since like you're already dying, you're already planning on leaving the level. So like, in my opinion, it's fine this way. But like, I don't know. There are like instances where it would save time due to like other, like combined with other glitches and like the way certain things would be routed. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have further thoughts on it, but it is certainly a thing that exists. It is one of the many debug codes actually that we found recently.
I am a huge fan of skips in games that are the dev left this debug code or like this developer shortcut in the game, and they didn't think we'd find it, but we did, and now we use it in the speedrun.
Yeah, like 30 years later, like found this out. It's crazy.
Found the sauce.
Yeah, so the inputs, it's like you have to press the D-pad and opposite like button pad direction. So it's like right and Y, and then left and A, and then up and B, and then down and X while you're paused. Additionally, if you do it in the on a world map, then it brings you to like back to the outer world map without using
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm actually gonna use the dev exit code when I get the DK coin in this level too. So
Nice.
Instead of taking an intended death, due to doing that death warp wrong warp earlier on the first visit. It's 1 frame early. Again. So yeah.
Again.
Still. Alright, well, I didn't get to save time there, but it's a trick called the 2-1 lotto, which what's it called? So it's like the team up super jump. If you press jump and then cancel your jump exactly 2 frames later with the team up. Then after your team up animation completes, then on the first or second frame, if you press jump, then you'll do a higher than normal jump while teamed up. And we call it the lotto because for the 2-frame window for the jump itself, then if you get the second frame of the jump, you get a little bit more height, and you need to hit second frame to barely get enough height to team throw up there to skip. So I got the first frame. Like,
oh, is it second frame or is it first frame? I thought it was first frame. But...
yeah, no, second frame goes higher.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to intentionally be a little late.
Oh, right, yeah, just on the second frame that you that you team up on. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah, for whatever reason, it gives you like just a bit more height. So yeah, so essentially it's a double frame perfect trick as well for that spot particularly.
Double frame perfect. That's too much. Never,
right?
It's never that serious. Never that serious.
This is the level of gamer that Ryan Ford is at.
Yeah, funnily enough, that the 2-1 lotto, I've had like a good track record of like in GDQ Hotfix shows of actually nailing it. I think this is the first time I actually failed it in a Hotfix show.
Well, the first time for everything. Would you say that that's never happened before?
Exactly. The classic GDQ line.
Just so we're clear.
Yep. Yeah, my PB I got it like 3rd try, so I didn't save a lot from it though.
Could you imagine having this happen before?
No, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, this level's pretty dope. I know Void's an avid snake enjoyer.
This is my favorite level in the game. This is the reason why Radley is the best animal buddy. So essentially Ryan is doing a bunch of those glitched jumps in order to gain more height than he would normally be allowed to. And it allows you to cruise through this section really quickly. Very impressive to watch. It's like, it's not very like obvious like what Ryan is doing right now, but yeah, he's gaming. I can tell you that much.
Yep. Actually, thanks to Void for the Omega True Double Jump strat advice.
That's right, yeah.
The one where I got the DK coin, like when I jumped into that barrel and shot myself into the D. That one's like really tight to actually get. So Void gave me some tips about jumping later than you think.
Yep.
And then
turns out I may have played this game once or twice before.
right. And as the snake guy, he knows.
I do know. Yep.
I am curious. I asked this question at during the Luigi's Mansion run. Is there anything about Donkey Kong Country 2 specifically, whether it's about this run or about the game in general, that maybe you wouldn't normally get too into detail about during like a typical marathon setting type of run, that maybe you want the audience to know more about here?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Good question. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta think about that.
That's what they said. That's what they, yeah. The other one was like, oh, I gotta think about that one. But like, feel free to think about it.
Something that we normally don't explain.
Yeah, something we normally don't explain. So, yeah, funnily enough, I would have said that like the short hop double jumps, like with Radley, like usually doesn't get talked about, but then we actually did talk about it. So
yeah.
That's fair. I mean, that's what stuff like this is for, like hotfix and stuff. It's not your typical marathon setting, and so you can definitely get away with talking about maybe more in-depth stuff that you might not see in like a mainline run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I try, like usually when I do commentary, I try to not like bog it down with like overly complex stuff, and like, yeah, talking about the Ratley glitched double jumps, like that's pretty complex. Like even when you're like speedrunning this game, it's a relatively advanced strat that I wouldn't recommend to newer players. So
yeah. And honestly, part of the reason why I like hotfix is because, like, when you're in like a mainline run, or when you're doing a run for any like typical charity marathon, it's definitely a case of like you're trying to cater your commentary towards people who may have never seen the game before. But I feel like generally speaking, with hotfix, people who consistently view hotfix are people who like are pretty familiar with speedruns as a whole, and so you're able to get into more detail with some of the commentary that you do. Maybe say stuff that you wouldn't normally say, and so that's part of why I like stuff like this when it comes to hotfix.
Very true. Also, one of my favorite stages in the category.
The stage is sick. So normally, in basically every other category, Fire Furnace has this pretty insane glitch where you use the barrel at the start, you make an infinite barrel glitch, and then you go out of bounds, and it like allows you to just like camera scroll all the way to the bonus at the end, but we're not playing on the right version to do that glitch, so we're just going to be playing the level normally. And yeah, like this, I'm pretty sure this might be like the only category, like specifically like all DK coins 1.1 or like Warpless 1.1, I guess. Well, no, because Warpless doesn't do the Lost World levels. Yeah, I think this might be the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that last barrel that I shot in between the two Bs, I actually killed another PB face to dying there. Like,
yeah, that's a classic as well.
Could have had a 58.
Very easy to misjudge that barrel shot. Like there are a few spots in this level, like when you do this level warpless or glitchless or whatever, that like it looks easy, but it's actually relatively tight.
Yep.
Like, there was a glide actually onto a platform that like I was really surprised that you made. Really.
Yeah, the one right after the midway barrel, right?
Yeah, you know it. You know the one.
I thought I was gonna miss it because I had to like delay my like I had to let go forward and repress it very briefly, otherwise I was gonna hit the B, and I thought I like let go for barely too long, but
barely. Yep.
But it actually barely.
This bonus is cool on the 1.0 version because I mentioned going out of bounds with one of those permanent floating directional barrels, and yeah, you can do that in that bonus as well. So you can just avoid like all of those obstacles. Like you would still have to like avoid off-screen Bs, but for the most part, like that's not that big of a deal, and also it saves a lot of time to be able to do that.
Yeah, for some reason the wall is like the off-screen wall on the very bottom is like solid on version 1.1, but yeah, so I guess they patched it in this version.
They patched it, dude.
Yeah, like literally.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so had to actually go through like that whole like thorn maze like in that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail that bonus, you're forced to beat the level, so you gotta redo it if you redo the level again if you fail. So it's like probably like a 2-minute time loss if you fail that. At least in
Yeah,
this
it's
route.
pretty bad.
2 minutes in speedrunner time is like 1,000 years. So.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's almost 2 years, by the way.
Yeah, like at my skill level, it's like, yeah, the run's like over if I fail that bonus.
It's Jover, dude.
Like right at the end of the run too, so oh man. Which actually time is coming up in a couple seconds.
Dang, wow.
Yeah, when I throw this cannonball into his blunderbuss, then that'll be time. And time.
Beautiful.
Gee.
Hey, thank you.
GG's.
I'm gonna guess that was about an hour and 1 minute. I actually don't have the timer, so.
Wait. Let me wait for the timer to catch up a bit here. It was 59 minutes 58 seconds.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
You clutched the sub one. Whoa, let's go.
That's my third ever sub-hour run.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a big game.
That's really, really good. And
Yeah,
so,
man.
yeah, I'm very happy that you were here to show this off because I feel like people really love this game, and having two like classic Nintendo titles, Donkey Kong Country 2, and also of course Luigi's Mansion that we saw tonight. It was absolutely amazing. Before I do my outro and head out for the night, I'm gonna give y'all the floor to shout out whatever y'all want. Starting with you, Ryan, of course.
Okay. Before I do the shout out, yeah, one thing people might be confused about, yeah, we don't fight K. Rool 1 in this category because he doesn't have a DK coin. So
Yep.
yeah, so we skip a whole 3-minute fight. So
Beautiful.
Yeah. So like we unlock the Carol 2 fight by beating all of the Lost World stages, which we can do that because we have the DK, not the DK coins, the Creme coins from the Creme coin cheat. So yeah, we just go to World 7 to get the DK coin in Screech Sprint, and then we leave, and then we grab Funky's flights to go back to World 5 so that we can do Fire Furnace, which is the last Lost World level that we have left to do.
yep. Oh my gosh.
Another very cool thing about this category.
Because I had to do Hothead Hop War plus 1 extra % than I normally do.
Yeah.
Since you usually do a wrong warp, you don't get % for that. But because I got hit by Crow, like the first boss, then that back up.
Oh yeah,
gave
you
me
got
1%.
52 IGT. That's really, really good. And of course, Boyd, is there anything else you want to shout out before we head out for the night?
Yeah, I mean, shouts to the Donkey Kong crew, shouts to Ryan Ford for running Beat Mario at this GDQ Hotfix event, shouts to Ryan Ford for running DKC2 at SGQ coming up. Yeah, thanks for having us. You should follow Ryan on Twitch. You should also follow me on Twitch. And you know, all the platforms and all of the cool stuff. Yeah. If you like Donkey Kong, we would be very happy to have y'all on our respective channels. We like to roll deep, and yeah, I hope. Oh, also, yeah, I have to shout out the website if you guys are interested in.
Yep.
Running DKC games, dkcspeedruns.com. I don't know if I'm going to be able to post it because it's a link. Yeah, dkcspeedruns.com is essentially the greatest resource known to man when it comes to speedrunning any game ever. Yeah. Like it's some good stuff. It's some good stuff, let me tell you. But yeah, very detailed wiki about different strats and ways to complete the DKC trilogy, as well as I think the Donkey Kong Land games, and also DKC on the Game Boy Color is covered in this wiki. So yeah, very, very good resource to learn the DKC games, and yeah, just in general, we like to roll deep, we like to have fun. Join the Discord if you like to if you would like to learn more about the DKC games and the DKC series. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll let you close it out, Ryan.
Indeed. And yeah, again, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, as Void said, if you want to drop us both a follow, that yeah, Ryan underscore forward 522 and V0OID. Yeah, I appreciate the commentary. But yeah, so might be weird because the next stream I plan to run Arc Rise Fantasia again, so it's like that over 7 hour long JRPG.
I
grinding.
I once tuned into Ryan's stream at like 12:50 p.m. or 12:50 a.m. in the morning, and he had just started stream, and the timer was running, and the final time said 7 hours 58 minutes, and I'm just like, Ryan, why are you starting an 8-hour run at 1 in the morning? What are we doing here?
Yep.
Which
that is typical Ryan Ford experience right there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I probably won't be nocturnal anymore,
fair.
so hopefully midday tomorrow, hopefully.
Fair.
So yeah, I just got the world record back in that category like this week. Well, in that game this week, so
nice. So if you want to see more, of course, world record gameplay from both of these people in please go check out their individual Twitch channels, and of course YouTube if they have it as well. With that being said, thank you so much to everyone here for watching Move Over Mario, this amazing special here tonight where we saw Luigi's Mansion and Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, to focus on people in the Mario series that are not Mario himself, focus on the side characters. Of course, this is something worth doing again. We hope to do it in the future, of course. But with that being said, if you missed out on Fast Travel or this Move Over Mario special tonight, stay tuned as we replay both of them right after the break. And of course, tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Oops All Kingdom Hearts 2 this weekend, a full weekend of Kingdom Hearts speedruns. Now, of course, for those Passion Project fans out here, Passion Project will return in 4 weeks, as I said, on June 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. But in the meantime, while Amber's taking some well-deserved time off, we're going to be seeing some specials here in its place. Until